the tape was, for it to be leaked out, because he said Tommy had a photogenic memory, and he thinks Tommy leaked it on purpose. I swear to God he did. He said it was a money maker because at the time Motley Crue was broke up, but he lost the tape. He can't prove it because he lost the tape when he had his car repoed. So he's stupid for getting a repo. Do you guys know Corey Hubbard?
No.
K9?
No.
The bookie?
No.
Anyways, he told me if you keep a pet inside your car, like a simple pet, maybe a hamster, a parakeet, they can't repo it. It's state law.
Really?
Because then it ain't a car, it's a motorized habitat. Everybody knows it.
Really?
That's why I'm getting a snake, chick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, repo my boat and get an articulated python right in your front.
You need a snake, don't you?
I swear to God I should. Christy, I got two snakes.
You do.
Oh, yeah.
I got one for the boat and one for you.
Is one of them white?
You come over and let me shed my skin.
You're just as good at looking as David Coverdale.
You don't even sign my paycheck.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now,
single?
Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, everyone, for coming here to do my beer commercial. Yeah, thank you. Are we ready to start? Musicians?
Ready.
Singers? Ready. Mr. Announcer?
I'm standing by.
Yeah, let's take it from the top. All right, cue's the announcer.
Hello, Americans. Here comes the newest beer, imported from Germany.
Pouring ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
Gee, that hits the spot.
some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz.
Nein. It's not Klitz. Es ist Kleit. Like my name. Hans Kleit. K-L-I-T-Z. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay, from the top. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Announcer Man, you ready? Okay. Let's try this from the top.
Hello, Americans. It's the small, hard-to-find beer, Klitz.
Pouring ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
Gee, that hits the spot.
for romance on those special nights, it's Klitz.
You Dummkopf! Listen. It's Kleitz, not Klitz. Cut the music. Listen. Let me just do it myself. I'll sing it for you, okay? I'll show you how it's done. From the top.
1, 2.
For an ice cold beer that's hot. The girls say
That hits the spot.
some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz. No, it's Kleit. No, you've got me doing it. Damn it.
Klitz, brewed in Kunz, Germany. Look for Klitz in the box, featuring the famous horses, the Kleitstails. Good day.
Morons, Dummkopf, I'm surrounded by...
Hey there! How about you?
Germany.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
That's right. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Did you see Christy? She looked like she was going to interview me on a news program. She had her arms spread out, just staring at me.
So really, that's what you are thinking.
Yeah, look at her. Yeah. Hi, Christy. How are
Hi,
you?
chick, I'm great.
Did you notice the smell when she walked in here?
I did not. I can't smell much today.
Are you kidding? You stop
Took a nice
smelling
bath in
yourself.
Neutrogena last night. Oh, it was
She
Try
took a bath.
Neutrogena. That'll really freshen you up.
She took a bath.
I know you hate baths. I love a good bubble bath.
Stewing in your own filth.
Yeah, I know, right?
Showers, my friend.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and Pat Godwin had quite a streak going, so
What the hell?
he went home.
Oh, okay.
He walked in
This
morning.
was funny. Listen to this. Is a great Tom story.
He walked in this morning and he looks up and he goes, Their thermometer, blah, blah, what? The thermometer needs batteries. What are you talking about?
The thermometer broken.
I
One in the break room.
And I said, what do you? There's a thermometer I'd forgotten about.
We haven't had it plugged in months.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't worked for months.
It's just unplugged.
Yeah.
During the height of COVID, you had
Right.
to walk in every day and stick your head in front of it, and it would beep. Every
Right.
time it would beep so loud, it would scare me.
Those were the days, man.
I never did it because it was too high. You guys.
Yeah, you need a ladder. So I'd forgot what. And then, okay,
How many times have you said that, Willie? I can't do that because I'm too high.
This week, I've said it probably 3-4 times.
Okay.
Good for you, buddy.
So was that in any event? So I said, look, just go home.
Yeah, that was his passive aggressive way of saying.
Passive aggressive.
If you think you might have a fever, and you're just go home. So he's going. He's at home, I think. So all right. Hope you feel better, Pat.
You know, it's horrible, but he reminds me more of me every day. I don't feel well. Oh, what's the matter? Yes, that's what I need.
It's
Concern.
work. I have the work disease.
It was a streak.
A hell of a streak,
He
man.
was going there for a while.
Darn right.
Well, we're gonna be just fine without him today. We got a lot going on here. We opened up with something we haven't heard in quite some time. Kleitz,
Yes, don't get that confused.
the beer refresher.
I'm down $100.
Why?
I've been here 5 minutes.
$100.
Down $100.
What happened?
I bet Mark Allison that Trey Lance would not be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
So you're betting before the games are even started.
Yeah, and even though the games haven't started, and technically he hasn't started the game yet, I went ahead and paid him. So, you know.
You're good.
Oh, you're a good man.
The last time was I bet him that Frank Gore would not be in a starting backfield in the NFL a couple years ago, and he played for, I think, 2 teams after that or
And
something.
you know what's so funny is I was going to say, yeah, you don't even know what year that was because
Yeah.
Frank Gore just never goes away.
As far as I know, he's still playing. I don't know. So, yeah.
Actually, he's in a little spot of trouble. Let's just look forward that.
Thanks for mentioning
Gosh,
that.
you're just a beacon for comedy.
Chick's fantasy football team, by the way, is called the Guardians of the Commanders.
That's right.
Once again, incorporating the 2 most pathetic new names in the world of professional sports.
Let it go.
They are pathetic.
Oh, just come on! It's so generic. My
They
God.
invoke strength.
Thank you. Look at that positive
Guardians
attitude.
of
There's
Yes.
random as, but it's
It
a great
sounds-
fantasy football team name. Thank
It
you.
also sounds like what you dislike superhero movies, too. Guardians of the Commanders are the secret circle of the governing
absolutely.
body of the Justice League of America. Yeah.
Marvel football.
And we have an interesting news story today that should go in the Mr. Obvious category. The headline basically says parents hate their kids' music.
Gee, how long's that been going on?
What?
Yeah, I
Since
think
the start of time?
Yeah, that was
That's a shocker.
written by a caveman on the wall.
Can you imagine even those people that hated Beethoven at the time? What are you listening to that junk for?
Long hair. Beethoven had long
yeah.
hair.
Of
But
course
but there's also an interesting thing. You mentioned something like Guardians of the Galaxy, and those movies. That was the one that had the sort of the cassette. Remember that there was
Yeah,
a whole
of
thing with
course.
a cassette and a ghetto blaster.
Oh, played some good music.
What are you looking at me for? What's the purple turn now? Boombox.
Sure.
Sorry. Boombox, whatever, radio.
Yeah.
How about a portable radio? Just say that. You can't go wrong.
Okay.
You should exclusively use classic terms because you're going to get in trouble if you don't.
A picture radio
Fine.
for TV.
Horseless carriage, fine.
But those
Absolutely.
movies like that bring back certain songs. Like, for example, that tribute to Josh Arnold. Do you remember that one?
Please stop. Please
From
don't
Guardians
say
of the
this.
Galaxies 2.
Yeah, Lakeshore Drive.
The great song Lakeshore Drive.
Which now is on every time I seem to turn my radio on one of those channels that are in the ether. It's like, what
but
the heck?
it's cool because a lot of young folks are listening to great classic rock songs or great classic country.
I had never heard that song.
It's
Tanner.
popping up in movies. This is the special version of it. I love this song. And do you remember who does this song? It's
Some dead guy.
Yeah, Leota, Haynes, and Jeremiah.
Skip Haynes.
There ain't no road just like it.
Listen carefully.
Anywhere I found the burning south with Josh Arnold into town.
Isn't that nice?
Just slipping on by with Josh. Fighting that trouble bound.
Now, Willie Willie, when you rode in a car with Josh, did that just play over and over and over again?
No.
Okay. I thought it maybe perhaps it would have. I just envisioned that as you drive into St. Louis, or you pull into your brother's driveway, it's blasting on your radio. Oh, I didn't know that was on.
Yes, Josh is here.
Have your brothers heard that version of the song?
They have. Yeah, they enjoyed it.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I bet they got sick of it as well as we did.
Oh, it's great.
As much as we do.
Awesome. Is the term boombox still okay?
Probably, yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
There's nothing
it's past.
Societally, what's the socio-political about boombox? Yeah.
I mean, Ghetto Blaster was a valid.
Absolutely. Oh, I said it all the
term.
time. We said it all the time as kids.
And those were, they're great. I still have one.
Okay.
Oh, you looking at
I have one too. I don't call it that, but
no, I would not use that term.
Say speaker.
Portable speakers.
I have with a radio built into it.
I have a portable. I call it my portable CD player because it's the only thing I can play CDs on anymore.
Let me ask you something, Willie. How long does it take your father to hook up, let's say, a pair of Bluetooth speakers? About how long would that take?
However long it takes Finley to set it up, I think. I think that's it now. You just call the little girl and she figures it out for you.
Oh, we were at the Mac store yesterday. It's her favorite place.
I don't blame her.
Today's the big day.
What?
Oh, the iPhone 14.
Yeah, what is it?
14?
Is it 1 o'clock Pacific? When is it?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I forget. Today is the big announcement.
10 a.m. Pacific time. So what time would that be here?
1 Eastern.
Yeah.
1, 2.
It's so funny you bring that up. Look what I just opened my computer. First thing on there.
Yeah.
Apple today, big event.
I'm going to say what I did when I had the 12 and the 13 came out. I don't think I need it. And I got the 13. I don't know how they got to me, but they did.
I'm behind. I've got the 10.
I got the 11.
This may be time.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah. Things will pick up. Okay.
There's no reason to get a new one every year. That's craziness.
Let me tell you something, though. When you upgrade to a phone, it's spooky because your new phone says, place this by your old phone.
Yeah.
And then you come back and it's switched over. The new phone works and your old phone's turned off. And everything on your old phone's on your new phone. It's crazy.
I agree.
I love that it's that easy.
I know, but they know everything about us, John.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Who knows? The Chinese.
I think that they may be announcing the new watch. It's going to be exciting today. I'll let you know what happens. Do you want to give me the sports teaser?
Well, we got a new
sheriff in town.
New sheriff in town.
Kid on the block.
New poll in college football, the AP that came out.
What is he, like Kowalski or?
I don't know what night he bowls.
Nagurski.
Coco Gauff.
Rocco Nagurski.
Coco Gauff, America's sweetheart, lost yesterday at the U.S. Open. We had a bench-clearing brawl in Major League Baseball, and one of the many reasons I don't play Major League Baseball is if there were a bench-clearing brawl, you're sitting in the bench, watching the game.
Chilling out.
Yeah.
Maybe having a hot dog, and you got to get up.
I got to get up.
What if you're not even on your teammate's side on this one?
Yeah. I don't know,
That guy's a real jerk anyways.
And then you owe it to yourself if you get a chance today. Google Nolan Ryan gets charged on the mound by, I'm not sure who the other player was, but Nolan was significantly older than the player. And as soon as he gets to the mound, Nolan grabs the younger player in a headlock and starts punching up on his face. Nolan kicked his ass.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
It was
it's
great.
so awesome.
And there's a good documentary about Nolan out.
Okay, good.
And more sports coming.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to bring back the boombox. And I've got a spokesperson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be the
boom, boom, boom
box. The John Lee Hooker.
Shoot you right down.
The John Lee Hooker boombox. What a great song.
I'm gonna shoot you right down at all your feet.
Oh, God, that is...
And you know what starts tomorrow night,
What starts tomorrow night?
Well, what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked. In the second half, we just got our ass totally kicked.
The NFL!
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass.
There's more.
We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second.
Man, I love a coach who's honest.
The
don't you?
fabulous Jim Mora when he was the head coach of the Saints, by the way.
Wow, that is great. Right now, it's quiz time.
All right.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is?
100, because I like a firm mattress, Tom, and you know the sleep number stays firm.
That's right. Now I know that, Christy Lee, you prefer a less firm mattress. Your sleep number setting is?
45. Boy, I wish I was still there, too.
Yeah, in your sleep number bed?
Yes.
Dreaming. Me too.
Yes.
My sleep number setting is a crisp 85. Josh, your setting is?
65.
Okay, but we could all get along. It's designed so that everybody's happy. They could call it the everybody's happy bed, but they chose to call it the sleep number bed. And right now, here's a quick number for you, 50. What is 50? Well, 50%. That's the savings as we speak on the 360 limited edition smart bed from Sleep Number. This is the biggest sale of the year, and it's continuing right now. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Remember, either side of the bed can be reset and set whenever you want. So you can have it 100 on a Tuesday night and 40 on a Wednesday if you so desire. Everybody's happy with a Sleep Number bed, especially when you're saving this kind of money. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed right now for a limited time, because every great day starts the night before. I love my Sleep Number bed. I've been sleeping on it. I was trying to do the math on this. It's almost been 20 years.
Has to be, yeah.
It may be. I have to do the math, but I love mine. And I think you'll like yours too. Check it out. sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, gophers, balloons in the armpits, drinking beer while plummeting to earth.
And there was also a haircut at the U.S. Open.
A haircut?
Well, a partial haircut.
And some great world records. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And a good morning. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Wednesday. September 7th on the way. Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast, as well as our comedian relationship expert, Allie Breen. A little sexy time for you coming up later this morning. So glad you could join us. Get another copy of your coffee, another cup of coffee with your coffee. It looks like I need another cup of coffee as we start this Wednesday. Hump Day, everybody. Welcome to September 7th, and the Bob and Tom Show rolls on. Hey, did you know the NFL starts tomorrow night? That's right. We're one day away from Christmas morning. Well, actually, it's just September 8th, but for some, Christmas morning as the NFL gets underway. We talked with Kostaki Economopoulos yesterday, All-Pro Lines on Facebook, and we'll be talking with Allie Breen later today with your relationship letters. It's all coming up next right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm going to go get some more coffee. Coffee.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Emerson, Lake and Palmer will tour again, even though drummer Carl Palmer is the only living member. Palmer has worked the estates of Keith Emerson and Greg Lake to create a concert experience in which Palmer plays live with video footage of Emerson and Lake. Palmer said in a statement he looked into using holograms but felt they were not honest. Welcome back, my friends. The return of Emerson, Lake and Palmer begins November 18th in Philadelphia. Billboard magazine has declared As It Was by Harry Styles the song of the summer. The assessment's based on streaming, airplay, and sales from Memorial Day to Labor Day. As It Was edges out Lizzo's About Damn Time for the top spot. Maybe the only person you've ever heard of is Kate Bush. She lands at number 5 with Running Up That Hill, thanks to Stranger Things, the TV show, which was the number 1 song for the summer in the UK, actually, but topped out at number 5 here. And Josh Groban's going to star on Broadway in the musical Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Groban will co-star with Tony Award winner Annalee Ashford. The musical will begin performances on February 26th and have opening night on March 26th. Groban debuted on Broadway back in 2017 in Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've been on the planet a while. Never have I had a guy have thrust to music before.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what you're missing.
I mean,
Really? I like to listen to the rhythms of Dave Matthews Band, Josh.
That's right.
Satellite.
Crash.
How about this one, Christy?
You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out.
You take your penis there and
Shake it all about it. No, sorry.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
the minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Oh,
that's
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The minivans
go
that
home.
they've put those, you know, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's.
Headphones, deaf man.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's going home as soon as I put her in the ambulance. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
How you doing, buddy? I'm Chick McGee, the only one I like. And there's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Howdy,
Patty G. I don't know if he's got the COVID.
That's a shame.
He's not feeling great, so we sent him home.
He doesn't have the COVID. He has patitis.
I don't know. But he will not be here today, and that's a shame because there was a couple songs I really wanted to hear.
I hope he's resting comfortably.
He's going to miss his yoga class.
Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why, but why does Ace heckle Pat? I don't know what's going on.
Well, Ace is here every day.
I enjoy it very much.
I've worked at
Well,
now, Ace,
yeah, but
Ace, let me just ask.
Hang on a
I
minute.
want to ask Ace. Ace is kind of a legend in American radio.
Well,
Ace, how many days have you missed in your career, which began? Am I mistaken? Did your career begin in the 70s or the early 80s?
70s.
In the 70s. How many days have you missed?
Because of illness?
Yes.
Yeah. None.
That would be zero.
None.
There's no way to check that.
Because Willie last one said I worked with laryngitis a couple times.
Yeah, I managed to find my value in a lot of other things besides just coming to work every day.
Did you start in the late 70s or the mid 70s?
Late.
Mid 70s, right here.
Okay.
That's because you're way older.
Suck. Very few people reach this age, Ace. You know.
I do like to think
and guess what? You're not going to get this age.
But this is where Chick usually goes into his street voice and goes, "Black don't crack." But you haven't done that for a while.
You can't project that onto him. You can't say that Chick was about to say that. You just wanted to say that.
Black don't crack.
You know what? Maybe I was wrong in that case.
Yeah,
you know what?
in that case.
My goodness, maybe I was.
Who told us that? Was that Vince Morris? Who's frightening, by the way.
I think so.
You will look at a picture of Vince Moritz 25 years ago and today, same picture. He's amazing.
Handsome man.
God, he's good looking.
Handsome man, but he looks like Grace Jones kind of.
A little
Well, that's Grace Jones.
I was going to say, I think Grace Jones. Okay. Coming up today, we have some weird beer news.
Weird beard?
Yeah, weird
beer.
Weird beer. Let me rephrase that. Beer is in the news in an odd way today.
All right.
Also coming up, it'll be sexy time, or should I say sexy time?
That is
with Allie Breen. Looking forward to that. An interesting story about a name. And how
not surprising.
A name can change.
Puddentane?
How a name can be very popular, then suddenly it isn't.
Oh, sure.
Oh, like Adolf.
Adolf.
Katrina. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Katrina.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. And there's
Oh, how about Katrina and the Waves? You think they go by anything?
I love that.
We're
song.
K and the W's.
Walking on the Sunshine.
Yeah.
Walking on Sunshine. That's a great song.
Is there any
No, I know, but just the unfortunate.
That's who it's by, a band called Katrina and
the Waves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What a
And well before.
Before the hurricane.
Yeah. Oh, there's.
Yeah.
And is there any better scene in American cinema than Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman walking through his office listening to Walking on Sunshine before he decides to kill a bunch of people? I don't think so.
Okay. But I don't think there's a better song than this.
Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down at all your feet. Take you home with me.
Now,
We need to insist Duke do that the next time.
The character in his voice.
That's a legendary voice.
Yeah. And
I always thought he said, shoot your ass down.
Oh, no. Why would
really?
He never used such vulgar language in a song about murder.
I know, right?
If anything, he would be shooting on your ass.
Let's.
Okay.
Could we listen again? I want you think.
Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down.
He's gonna shoot you right down.
Yeah, I
got
know.
that part.
I got it.
Yeah. No, she thought it.
Shoot your ass down.
Mr. Hooker was saying, "I'm going to shoot your ass down."
Well, you can't hear.
You're right. I can't.
All these years of wearing headphones. See what? Okay. And that is our new product, the John Lee Hooker Boom 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 Box. Can't get an endorsement, maybe from
all
the
right.
state.
I think you might have saved the whole thing. Good job.
It's always so fun when you're doing some bit, some new piece, and I'm going, where's he going with this? And then you hear the little pun, and you go, it was all worth it in a way, you know? You figure it out in a way.
Thank you. Now, I want to remind everybody that the NFL season begins tomorrow evening, which means we're also beginning the season of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. You don't have to know anything to do this. You just go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you pick the winners in this week's NFL games. You got to obviously get your entry in prior to the Thursday nighter, so you got all day today to do it and most of tomorrow. And then you don't have to pick against the spread or anything.
No.
And then whoever gets the most right will be our winner of a beautiful big green egg Mini-Max, as I like to call it, the Rolls Royce of grilling devices. And there's a whole bunch of tiebreakers. And we only had, I think only once last year did we have to do a random drawing, because there's a tiebreaker based on, what is it, the Monday night score and some other stuff. Anyway, it's fun. And then if you win also, you get to come on the radio with Chick McGee and pick against him in the famous shoe-in of the week.
And the odds are 50-50 that I'll be in a decent mood, so good luck.
50-50? Well, that changed.
Yeah. Oh, it's way up.
That's been nice. Good.
Way up.
50-50.
A lot of gratitude over here.
Good numbers.
A lot of gratitude.
Okay.
I'll take the under.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, Josh talked the first hour. That's interesting. Your serve.
Coming up, we have skydiving news. We have
I would not do that. But there was a time in my life I would have done that.
Really?
But I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't do that.
2 skydiving stories coming up today.
Is there any scenario where you'd skydive?
I don't know. Did you hear about the Miss Canada finalist that
landed on her face?
Yeah, well, she died skydiving over the weekend. She'd only had a couple of lessons and was her first solo.
Yep, and she was too low to.
Yeah, I have some friends that do it, and if you know what you're doing, it's like scuba diving. You've got to know what you're doing and be super cautious. But
our skydiving story does not end in death.
Yeah, there are two of them, and they're both very pleasant.
Well, thankfully, we mentioned Miss Canada. So
Well, I think you brought it up. The point is...
I did not.
You brought it up.
I asked you if you'd skydive. Would you skydive to save one of your children? How about that?
Yeah, but I mean, what occasion would that...
Not Willie.
What is this? Some weird skydive choice? This doesn't make any sense.
That's right. How about that be a
Meryl Streep is skydive choice.
Since when did this show ever make sense? Willie?
Joshy, how about that for a plot point in the movie? You're a supervillain, and you tell you what, either you skydive or
you jump or I kill.
Willie gets it.
I always wanted to begin.
Please.
Remember the show? Remember the TV show that always began with somebody dying?
6 feet under.
Yeah.
6 feet under.
Arguably the best show ever made.
I always wanted to do one where someone was skydiving and their chute started to not open and they went through all kinds of panic, and then at the last second it opens. Then you see them drift into a zoo and they land in the lion cage.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of a misdirection.
Yeah.
My favorite one of those is that a woman walks past an inflatable doll factory, a sex toy factory. This is actually one that happened in the show. And she's, crying because she's at a point in her life where she doesn't know what to do. And she looks up and somebody, as a joke, filled the inflatable dolls with helium. So she looks up and sees the inflatable dolls ascending toward heaven, and she thinks it's the rapture. So she walks out in front of a car and kills herself.
Oh my gosh.
6 feet under, headstone, right there.
Okay, very, very, very good.
That was the open. Huh?
That was for openers.
Now, coming up, we have a monkey on a bicycle.
Hey, did you see where they closed one of the rides at Cedar Point?
Yeah.
Permanently, the Top Thrill Dragster ride?
That's the second tallest
roller
coaster in the world.
That's the one that went straight up.
I was too fat for that ride.
What?
I waited in line for like an hour and a half. Got in. They couldn't fasten the seatbelts or whatever. And they're like, sorry, sir.
Isn't that the one where
is that right?
Are they kind of funny about it?
Isn't this theme park in Ohio? Look around.
Isn't that
I'm the fattest one?
Didn't they have to call over another technician, the whole thing?
Oh, it was such a show.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why they're closing it. Nobody could ride it anymore.
Do they have some pimple-faced kid come out with a tuba to play you off as you walk the floor?
But now that you've lost all this weight, you could ride it, except it's closed.
I think I'm still too big, but yeah.
I don't think so.
So I'm glad to see it go.
Okay.
I'd put Ohio up against any state, being from Ohio, but they're pretty fat.
It's a Midwestern, is all I'm saying.
In Columbus, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Well, we need to move forward into the world of sporting news. Anything of interest over there?
Are you ready, Tom? I hope this keeps your attention for the better part of a morning. At the U.S. Open last night, there was quite a hairy situation.
Folks.
Two men in Arthur Ashe Stadium seats. Their stay was cut short after one started giving the other one a haircut in the stands.
Glad you said haircut.
While Nick Kyrgios was playing tennis. They had clippers and a barber cape and the whole damn deal.
What the heck's going on here?
Soon enough, social media users were excited about how this YouTuber, known for his pranks, had pulled this one off. Tournament security removed the two from the match. Quote, when someone saw it, security went to the two individuals. They were escorted out of their seats and off the grounds for disruption of play. Yes, that's a thing. There's a first time for everything, I guess. That's from USTA, United States Tennis Association spokesman Brendan McIntyre. Wow. And I sent you the video.
Wow.
Yikes.
It's something else.
Somebody wanted attention.
And they've got the barber. How did they get the clippers into the U.S. Open? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
because
good question.
they're wanding people and they go in.
Are they electric and heavy? And
I don't think they were. I don't think
it's probably it's probably like a mustache trimmer, maybe a little bit bigger that you could just sort of stick in your crotch.
Maybe.
I think this is funny, though. I feel like tennis fans are snobs in a way, and I think that it's fun to kind of disrupt that setting.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Or you could hide it in your ass purse, I guess.
Yeah, that is possible, I suppose.
That would be...
it turned on.
And I like it.
Yeah. Can we cut your hair in about 15 minutes? What do you think of that? Well, would you get a public haircut? I don't think you... Oh, didn't we get public haircuts at one time? We get shaves and stuff?
Yeah.
You know, why disrupt? The people have worked hard to get this far in the world of tennis. Let them play their game. It's just some jackass on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, at least they didn't die this time. I mean, how many of those are out there?
That's
not enough.
That's an epidemic, I guess. People perishing trying these stunts.
Well, there's one of them involves the parachuting today, and a YouTube stunt.
You bringing that one back?
No, not the one where she died. This one. The guy lives.
Oh, but did any other chute open?
Well, we have a happy grandma.
Yeah, we do.
Parachuting, so we'll get to that coming up.
And tomorrow night, Monday night football on Thursday night. That's right. Well, they've done that before, but
Do they still call it that?
No, it is Thursday night on NBC tomorrow night with the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Buffalo Bills, and the Rams, Super Bowl champions, are underdogs. They're getting 3 points tomorrow night at SoFi Stadium. And that's not any football stadium, Tom. That's a Los Angeles football stadium.
L.A.
And we talked earlier, they do have a Buffalo favorite beer, Labatt Blue. They had like $50,000.
I like a Batty's. You?
When I go to Canada.
Yeah,
I have a
absolutely.
Labatt. Yeah.
And I believe that's also in the news today.
Labatt Blue?
Canadian beer.
And skydive.
And
what are the odds?
Remember, as the NFL season starts tomorrow.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Classic audio.
More sports coming up, including there's a new AP poll in college football. Coco Gauff loses at the U.S. Open. There was a bench-clearing brawl in Major League Baseball in Baltimore, and the biggest problem about that, you got to get up out of the dugout and walk out.
Put down your hot dog.
I just got comfortable down
Man, yeah. All right, break it up, and then you get accidentally punched in the face.
Yeah,
jeez. Going out there. And we got a world record. It's the world's biggest body part.
Huh.
I'll tell you later. What do you think of that? The world's biggest body part.
Like a big leg, maybe?
Yeah, it's part of the body.
Okay, we'll find out.
All right. Oh, you're
Is it
intrigued.
pornographic or?
Well, you gave me the story.
That one. Okay. It was something different. Now we talked about
That's
a
what
teaser.
I was hoping for.
A teaser about this headline: half of parents can't stand their kids' favorite music.
Yeah.
You think?
Duh.
Well, this is why you want to get Raycons.
Get that brat some Raycons.
Yeah, the Raycon earbuds.
Or yourself.
You get yourself some Raycon earbuds, and they're designed so that if you want to, you can tune them out and tune in whatever you want, even if it's a lot of nothing.
Timmy, wear your earbuds.
Yeah,
That's right.
Tell me more, chick.
Everything's possible in the summertime, summer. And it's summertime for what, another week or so. This summer, take premium audio with you wherever you go, but you better hurry. With Raycon earbuds, the everyday earbuds from Raycon look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. And also, they have noise isolation and an awareness mode, so you can choose to be immersed in sound and get away from that damn kid, or tune into your surroundings whenever you need to. Listen while you travel or maybe during a workout with optimized gel tips from Raycon. Fit every ear ever made. And those earbuds are comfortable, too. You can wear them all day, and they do not budge. At Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and seamless Bluetooth syncing, all that for about half the price of other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews. Is this Walking on Sunshine?
No, this is Raycon Love.
Right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's right, Brandy Leaves coming on strong. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
This isn't Raycon Love.
It's Raycon Love. It's my new song. I got a letter here with some Raycon Love.
15% off Raycons if you go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
Look at this. It's from a guy named John. He says, I want to thank you guys for talking about the Raycons. I had the big name ones before, and oh my gosh, what a magnificent surprise when I put the Raycons in my ears. I feel like my eardrums were getting a hug. They fit. Well, thank you, John. A little bit of Raycon love. When we come back, We have some interesting stuff in the world of sports. We have a porno actress encountering thousands of fans to get a world record. We'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Minimax Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
In your face. That's right. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. I mentioned last break, the NFL gets underway tomorrow night. Oh, sure, we're a morning comedy show here on the Bob and Tom Show, but we do cover the NFL in sports, and we also cover you with the Big Green Egg. You could win a Big Green Egg Minimax just by picking the winners of the pro football regular season. If you pick the most winners, you could be the winner of the Big Green Egg Minimax. It's our Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. Go ahead on over there, pick your teams. Time is running out. You want to get them in before kickoff on Thursday night. That way, you'll be able to be eligible for week 1. We're going to give one away every week. It's an 18-week season. I think 18 Big Green Egg Minimaxes. Does it matter? No, you just want to win week 1. bobandtom.com/contest is where you go to enter. All the rules, all the information, all the blah, blah, blah right there. I don't have time to tell you everything. Find out for yourself, but good luck. We hope you win. We've had lots of winners, 18 last year. And the big bonus, you get to talk to Chick McGee when he does his shoe-in of the week the following week. You will be on the phone talking to Chick McGee live in person and letting everyone know how smart you are that you won Bob and Tom Show's Pigskin Pick'em Challenge, and it could be you. Why not you? bobandtom.com/contest. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The death toll in the earthquake in western China has jumped to 74, with 26 people still missing. At the same time, frustration rising with uncompromising COVID-19 lockdown measures that prevented residents from leaving their buildings after Monday's 6.8 magnitude quake in Sichuan province caused extensive damage to homes in the Ganzhou Tibetan Autonomous Region and shook buildings in the provincial capital of Chengdu, whose 21 million citizens are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown. Authorities refused to allow anxious residents of apartment buildings out, adding to public anger over the strict zero COVID policy mandating lockdowns, quarantines, and other restrictions, while the rest of the world has largely reopened. British Prime Minister Liz Truss holding her first cabinet meeting. She's appointed a government diverse in race and gender, united in its support for the new leader's free market views. Truss will face her first Prime Minister's Questions session in the House of Commons later today. Truss was appointed Prime Minister Tuesday and immediately put her stamp on the government. For the first time, none of the UK's great offices of state, Prime Minister, Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, and Home Secretary, is held by a white man. Kwasi Kwarteng was named Britain's first black Treasury chief. James Cleverly, whose mother is from Sierra Leone, Foreign Secretary, and Suella Braverman, who has Indian heritage, is the Home Secretary. And that's a look at things you may have missed. I'm Mark Allison. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
Enscarfed at the news desk.
I love that term.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
I usually have more time to goof around on my phone before we
Yeah.
start. Pat's not here. My goof off time.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, gang. I'll lock
There
in
you go.
earlier.
Yeah. I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold.
Yeah, and I found out infinity scarves are out, so I'm sad. Because I have a whole closet full.
What's an infinity scarf?
It's one that doesn't
circle?
tie. It's just a big circle, so you just keep wrapping it around.
Who decided they were out?
I don't know. Somebody on the internet.
Don't listen to them.
Yeah, if it's on the internet, then
Sure.
we know it's real.
Oh, boy, you're sounding a lot older this morning. We're talking about a TikTok trend or something yesterday. A guy put his toilet seat in the dishwasher. Oh, that's fake.
It was.
No, it's fake. I heard it's fake. Well, who decided we're not wearing scarves anymore? Or hats?
And that doesn't sound like
I'll wear a hat if I damn well please.
You got your little radio and your phone. I'm going to bring my ghetto blaster, okay?
That again. There we go.
Ring it by its neck, Tommy.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. Forgive me.
It is your fault.
This part is your fault.
Well,
that thing on TikTok, the guy takes the toilet seat off of his toilet, then goes and puts it in his dishwasher.
Right.
But in order for it to fit, he has to lift up the top drawer of the dishwasher, which the fan, the spinning water thing, and so that comes down on top of the lid, so it wouldn't even function properly. It was all just a joke. The guy's not really doing it.
Were there dishes in there along with?
Yeah, a couple, yeah. It was all just a gag, and everybody went, well, how can he do this? And he's not doing it.
Would that be safe to eat off those plates? I mean,
well, that's the
presumably,
joke, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Presumably, the dishwasher takes the temperature up, I don't know.
A lot of people are saying just burn down the house and move or burn down the house.
Yeah. It wasn't anything real. It was,
okay. Well,
there wasn't anything real, by God.
Maybe live a life and get off the app for 10 seconds.
Well,
talk to your wife, for God's sake.
Who are you mad at?
I think think it's worth it because every once in a while one of these TikTokers gets hit by the train they're trying to take the picture of, and we're thinning the herd.
Well, that's got to be a bad way to go.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably don't even know what hit you. I got a letter that'll make Josh happy.
All right.
Oh, what do you have?
It's very short. It's a nice little note from Colorado Springs.
Hi, Colorado.
From Mark.
Hi, Mark.
He writes, hey, Josh, thanks for turning me on to Paul Cawthon.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, this is something Josh has invented, a little dance. Do you mind?
What about this morning made you think I was in the mood to do this?
Oh, boy.
What about this morning?
Yeah, why are you so dance, monkey? Come on. Dance. Let's
do
go.
it, boy.
Cue up the music. I don't know
Okay,
what
I'm
this
sorry. No,
attitude
that's
is.
okay. That's fine.
Dance.
I'll do it.
Guys.
No.
All right, no.
The bit
I
was...
want to see Tom dance.
He was going to play.
This is a nice...
yeah.
Doing to Josh.
Yeah, you are.
Move your head a little bit.
Kind of Native American chant, I think.
Ruined it for all of us.
What is it? You were doing a funny thing with your lips at first. I was going to point that out.
Plus,
It's a great song.
I was doing the bit where I was too angry to, and then of course I was going to break into it.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to break into it? Oh, please, because it's your dance. I can't.
Oh,
You've
all
seen
right.
him 1,000 times reluctantly play ball.
Hang on. Everybody, go back to one. All right, we're going to take this
So
again.
anyway, that's why TikTok videos are fake, and I'm angry about this.
Well, how angry are you? Will this pick you up at all?
Of course not. Why would it ever?
Oh, I didn't do the standing up part. Oh, looks like he's humping a puppet there for a second. Oh, now he's kicking his legs out.
Another shot.
Now, when you saw Mr. Cawthon in the band live recently, and I would have gone, but I was out of town. I was so mad. Did you do that dance when he kicked into this song?
No, not this time. I have seen him prior.
If could we make a video of you doing this?
I have sent him the video of me dancing
with the green screen. He has seen it.
Yes, he has. He enjoyed it very much.
He's best friends with the drummer or something, aren't you?
Well, we're not best friends.
But you're buddies.
Yes.
You could ask him to loan you money, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a second. You want to ask a drummer?
That's the thing.
Borrowing money from a drummer, that's only possible for about 4 people on Earth.
He would go.
Even the really good ones.
Right. He'd go, when can I get this back?
And you got to do it on a Friday.
By the way, I met Pat Godwin. Yeah, no, I was at the pawn shop. I was taking my sticks in. No, Paul's drummer is amazing. But that's so the point of this letter is it's so hard to get introduced to new music these days.
Yeah.
Because we're all kind of in a rut.
Spotify has a whole playlist like every week.
Yeah, you Discover
Weekly.
Weekly Discover. Yeah, it's super convenient. Apple Music is a similar thing.
I do
by the
whatever
way,
the internet tells me to. I'm not a trouble causer.
We have a bunch of our stuff that's just been posted on all those streaming services, a bunch of the classic Bob and Tom stuff.
Like what?
Including stuff we can't play, like Prisoner of Love.
Oh. We can't play that?
Has Disman made it onto Spotify?
Doubt it.
Did you know that there's another song out there called Prisoner of Love? It came up on my Apple Music the other day.
Really?
It's like a jazz tune. Yeah, it's really cool.
I was hoping Taylor Swift or somebody.
No, it's and
does it have the same chorus? You're my prison bitch, my prison bitch.
No, and I couldn't remember the words to the song. All I could remember was "You're gonna find out why they call it the Pokey," and I was like going over in my head, like, "What was the name of that song?"
It's called "Prisoner of Love." It's a classic.
There's another.
It's out there.
Josh, did you say you caught the live Bob and Tom band one time at St. Louis or a couple times?
Yeah, a couple times.
Were you have the pleasure of watching Tom introduce the band during Prisoner of Love?
Yes.
And how long? Guesstimated how long that.
Hey, they got to sell some booze here,
dude. There was one. I mean, it was 25 minutes. Maybe?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and my buddy and I looking. Is Tom drunk?
I'm trying to sell some merch.
Oh, okay.
Never drunk. I think you had one drink with me on those.
But
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then we had to suit up, and Chick had a special suit for a couple of his bits.
Kinds
sure did.
Fabulous.
I had
face wear.
I had more costume changes than Cher.
Right.
No one could figure out why you insisted on all of his costume changes.
Some of them were pretty great
because it was supposed to be a fun show.
It was, dude,
and,
a blast.
Mississippi Nights, right there on the Mississippi River. some great stuff. I got the Mississippi Nights hat from Josh in my office.
There's a Prisoner of Love that was recorded by Perry Como back in 1946. I doubt it's the same song.
Yeah.
Let's thread it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Doesn't Perry Como sound like you just woke him up from a really
He
good
does.
nap?
I love it, though.
Yeah.
Is he the catch a falling star
Yeah.
and put it in your pocket?
Was he?
Can I just go?
Was he
round?
Moon River? Was that him?
No,
was
that's
that was
Andy
Williams. Okay,
Andy
they're kind of in the same
Yeah.
category.
Yeah.
Andy Williams
Drowsy.
Claudine Langer, didn't he?
Okay.
Didn't she kill somebody?
Yeah, Spider Savage. Shot him in the heart.
Damn, it wasn't me.
Woman's a murderer.
Okay, let's go ahead. We have what going on in sports then?
The woman's a murderer.
Boy, that was a hard swallow.
Woman's a murderer.
Well, she was. She's not wrong.
We've got that new AP college football poll. At least we've played some games now. And you like balloons?
Sure.
You like body parts?
Oh, goodness.
I've got it all coming up.
Ooh, you got a balloon in a body part?
That's right.
World record.
Could be.
Body
Usually
party.
a smuggler.
Don't give it away.
World record balloons
Motor mouth.
from our friend.
Stop it.
God.
Well,
Mr.
there's the story.
No surprise with that guy.
That's his way of
There's the
surprising.
effing story.
Yeah.
I didn't give the story away. We'll find out.
Oh,
He didn't say he used his armpits.
I guarantee you take a call that somebody will go, yeah, it's about
David Rush.
Balloons.
Okay. Well, we will also hear about gigantic worms, elderly lady skydiving.
Oh.
You know there are big enough worms, like night crawlers, they look like snakes.
The way you
well,
see
that's
this,
we
this
have
is a
one of
world
those
record.
in the news.
They're out there.
And a porno star hugging 3,000 fans. It's all coming up.
Porn.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night they hit an iceberg and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Donnie Baker on the road tonight through Friday, September 9th at Zany's in Chicago. And then Saturday night, Donnie Baker on the road live at Palmer Arena right there in Danville, Illinois, right on the border of Indiana and Illinois. A great chance for lots of folks who don't normally get to see Donnie Baker to see him live. Donnie Baker selling out arenas around the country. Palmer Arena on the schedule for Saturday night. You heard me. Danville, Illinois. I know you're going to show up for Donnie Baker. at DonnieBaker.com for more tickets and information about his tour schedule. I'm Mark Allison as we roll through this Wednesday morning. Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast on the way, and Allie Breen with a little sexy time coming up on this hump day in the 9 o'clock hour right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. A record-setting heat wave is making life miserable in the West. Temperatures neared an all-time high Tuesday in Sacramento, California, topping out at 116 degrees. Records fell for 3 consecutive days over the holiday weekend at Lake Tahoe. State officials have urged those to conserve electricity in the late afternoon and early evening. The extremely high temps expected to continue for several more days. An amusement park in Ohio is permanently closing the world's second tallest roller coaster. The decision, announced Tuesday by Cedar Point, comes a year after a small metal object fell off the 420-foot-tall Top Thrill Dragster coaster and struck a woman in the head at the park. A state investigation found no evidence that the park acted illegally or had reason to believe the ride was unsafe. It has remained closed since the August 15th, 2021 accident. And for the first time since COVID-19 brought air travel to a standstill, the number of people streaming through U.S. airport security checkpoints over a holiday weekend exceeded pre-pandemic levels. The summer travel season ended on a busy note as more than 8.7 million people passed through security in the last 4 days, topping the Labor Day weekend of 2019. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Walk.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done. Bravo, Chick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us now. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're. The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they.
That's very funny.
Oh, that's
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The minivans
go
that
home.
they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really
God,
disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies and
We have a
gentlemen.
winner.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's a perfect day.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. We're doing sports, sort of. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. I'll remind you, in the world of sports, we've got our Big Green Egg competition up and running. The Big Green Egg Mini-Max. One is at stake every week, beginning tomorrow when the NFL season kicks off.
That's right.
With Thursday night football.
What did you say?
I said Thursday night football.
That's right. Any night of the week. It's Fill in the blank football.
I love when football season starts. It tells me that NHL season just around the corner.
Our long national. Boo.
What?
Well, if you want to, you can go to bobandtom.com/contest and pick the winners, and someone's going to win a Big Green Egg Mini Max every week. And also, you get to be on the radio with Chick McGee.
Pick me a winner.
And then you could also, if you want, while you're talking to Chick, say, I'd prefer to talk about hockey, and you can talk to Josh.
Does this look like I got my finger up my nose?
Yes, it does.
Pick me a winner.
This is radio, remember?
Oh, don't even.
Josh, can you dance for me again?
Somebody just sent this to me on Twitter. Pat's not here today, in case you didn't notice.
Pat came in this morning and said, is the thermometer broken?
Christy, Pat's condition is technically pronounced petitus, not petitus.
Hilarious. A wonderful reference to a terrific song of his. Very nice.
I love that. Thank you so much. T-Bone, I appreciate that.
And Pat will like that, too.
Yeah.
Referencing his song, you say... potato, what is it again?
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus, yeah.
Now, someone has texted the following. The illness or injury that causes Pat to miss work is called Godwinorrhea. Much like gonorrhea. We have a little request here for something that that we'd all forgotten about.
Oh, yeah?
We'd forgotten that we did this. It goes back a few years, but it's still applicable in contemporary culture. Here it is.
Hi, Tammy. How are things in the produce department today?
Oh, wait a second. we don't. I believe.
Poor Jess Hooker.
I believe this was Ms. Hooker's first experience.
Yes.
If you work in this building, you get.
She was walking into.
If you're in this building, someone will walk up to you. Hey, can you come here and do this voice? Just read this one line, and this could happen to you.
Hi, Tammy. How are things in the produce department today?
To be honest, Maria, I'm not feeling well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sick?
Actually, I'm constipated.
Constipation. It's a terrible feeling.
Now, the terrible accents continue. I'm not sure who this one is from, but it's not from Timmy. Here we go.
But don't take those nasty tasting laxatives or drink those putrid fiber drinks. Now, thanks to Roberto y Tomas Foods, you can become regular while enjoying a tasty snack.
Here's something you should try, Tammy.
A tortilla chip? I don't think so, Maria. I'm not really feeling very hungry.
Oh, but this is a different snack chip, Tammy. It promotes regularity.
What are they called?
Cheetos.
Cheetos?
That's right. Cheetos. And Cheetos can have you back to feeling like your normal self again within hours. Eat a handful before going to bed. And let Cheetos work their magic overnight.
Feeling better today, Tammy?
I sure am. Thanks to you and Cheetos.
They work, don't they?
Do they ever? Cheetos taste great and works fast. I had a few more on the way out of the house this morning, and oops.
Clean up. Aisle 7.
Cheetos, the snack chip that relieves constipation. Cheetos, in 3 great flavors, including Cool Stool Ranch, cut in nacho cheese, and of course, very regular. Try Cheetos today.
There you go, a little bit of Cheetos. You're welcome.
Those edits as the laughter from something else put on the end there. Why'd you decide to do that?
I had nothing to do with this bit.
You had nothing to do with Cool Stool Ranch?
Oh, no, he's not saying that.
No. There's apparently some anomaly at the end. This is the version we were talking about, the song "Prisoner of Love."
Yeah.
Is this I believe is the Perry Como
1946 version.
Excellent.
Okay. Not to be confused with our song from this show, known as "Prisoner of Love," which is now streaming on a variety of streaming networks such as
a classic.
This is not it. This is something else that I've not heard. Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very nice. He's a
prisoner.
prisoner.
Right to sleep.
Yeah,
He's a prisoner of love. Now, when we would do our song live, I'd be wearing one of those white and black striped prison suits.
That's right.
And
you'd be down on your knees.
Yeah, Josh, your dad was a Vietnam veteran. Did you ever have the experience of watching him get down on his knees in front of a group of 100 people Did you ever have that one?
No, I didn't have to see that.
It's an interesting experience, my friend. I'll tell you that much. It is weird.
But our Prisoner of Love,
lot different.
But
Yeah.
we really can't play it anymore. But you can hear that if you search around the various streaming networks. It's out there, ladies and gentlemen. Among many other obscure things, probably Cheetos is out there as well. Now, we turn back to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee.
Hey, Tom, you douchebag. This is an email. Hello, everybody else. My son, Blaze, graduated from the Air Force Academy, and he is now a member of the Space Force.
Wow.
In the electromagnetic warfare program of the United States.
Wow.
We have an electromagnetic.
Oh, yeah, man.
We got a lot going on we don't know about, Jig.
They are called the Guardians.
That's right.
How about that?
It's badass.
That's an awesome name, Tom.
It is an awesome name.
Stop saying it's not.
It's an awesome name for those guys. It's a generic name for a baseball team, don't you think? Well, that has nothing to do with Cleveland, Ohio.
I don't like that.
Well, from what I understand, there's a bridge with the Guardians.
There's a bridge that no one had ever heard of with a statue on it that no one's ever seen. You could have asked anyone in northeastern Ohio. No one had ever heard of it.
I've talked to people like, hey, how do you feel about northeastern Ohio? The Guardians.
Guardian City?
I'm right out. Oh, yeah.
How many baseball games did you watch this summer?
That isn't the point, Willie. I'm very busy.
I'm very, very busy.
You only have time to judge the team.
Let's just genericize everything.
If every time you think about this, if every time you've thought about this in the last 2 years, if you got your phone out and learned Spanish on some app, you'd be fluent by now. Just get rid of this hate in your heart, put some love in to replace it.
I would have been happier if I would have been happier if they'd given it a Spanish name.
That's okay.
The Cleveland Nachos.
I don't like the collective
thoughts on that, Willie? Is the man doing better?
I shouldn't have said anything. Sit here and shut up. I'm never going to talk again.
The senors.
Who doesn't love nachos at a ball game?
Gosh, I love having a job. I really want to have one for a little while.
I don't know. Naming things is hard. I understand that. I just think that they had.
We have that in the news coming up.
They had some really good opportunities and they failed.
You know what's cool though? That's the first person I've heard mention that they know somebody part of the SpaceX.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
Space
cool.
Force. Yeah,
cool.
Oh yes, sorry, Space Force.
And the moon rocket's going up pretty soon. Well,
last I heard it was going to go up Saturday. It didn't make it.
I thought 6 weeks is what I read yesterday.
Oh, geez.
I was thinking when they do shoot the one with the people on it.
Yeah.
We should go down there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you think that'd be cool?
Yes, I'd love to see.
I've seen one go. I've seen a night launch.
That must have been.
I watched the our friend Dr. David Wolf,
I watched
astronaut.
it. I was there.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know that you're a skeptic and you think they're all fake. When you're standing there,
I do,
and they light the candle, as they say, and you look across the water and you see this thing, and there's this huge burst of flame and smoke, and you don't hear anything. Then several seconds later, you hear. And it looks like a building leaving the Earth. It's pretty cool.
The way they have the screens lined up with the speakers and the controlled fans.
The launch of the Artemis.
You skeptics.
Yeah.
Mega moon
I've been to
rocket.
Universal Studios. I thought I was an avatar for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Mid-October, they're saying now.
Mid-October.
They could do anything, Tom.
Yeah.
All right.
I give you Paddington the bear.
Well, Willie and I'll go down there.
I'll
Because
go down.
What the hell? Why can't we go?
Because you're poo-pooing.
No, we need to be proven wrong.
Heck, I might actually be there already anyway, so I'll just
we need
drive
to
over.
poo-poo it in person. That's what we need to do.
Just chicken. Boo! We're the most marvelous things.
Where's David Blaine, huh? You got him hiding around here?
That's all you got?
David Blaine.
Hey, the greatest engineers on Earth have created this thing. It's amazing. You're booing it? Oh, God.
Like it's Roger Goodell on draft day.
I'm telling you, you should watch For All Mankind on Apple Plus. It's right up your collective alleys over there. You'd like this.
Is this the one where they changed
it's an
aspects
alternate,
of history?
Yeah, and it's an alternate timeline, and the Russians land on the moon first, and they go from there.
Yes, we made it.
Yes. Alexei Leonov.
Does Lee Oswald get captured by some competent police?
No, but Ted Kennedy cancels his party on Chappaquiddick.
Oh, becomes president.
Consequently, he becomes elected president.
Remember that fake ad? I think it was in the Lampoon. Volkswagen had been doing a series of ads showing floating Volkswagens. Yeah. And it said if Ted Kennedy had driven a Volkswagen, he'd be president today. Pretty much right on, I think. right now, I will tell you that coming up in sports, we have some world records. We have chimpanzees on bicycles coming up in the news. We have gophers inadvertently setting stuff on fire. And
I saw that movie. It's called Caddyshack.
Yeah, and we have vampires.
Kill all the gophers.
Vampires?
Yeah, legit
Yeah,
vampire
we do have a vampire
news.
in the news.
You're gonna love this one.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to remind you that Napa is on a mission. The Napa mission is to keep your car and your truck in motion. For almost a century, Napa's been known for having quality parts. At last check, I believe they have more than 500,000 quality auto and truck parts. They've also got the expert knowledge that you as a driver need to keep that car and that truck running. Today, Napa helps drivers like you hit the road with confidence. They have America's largest network of parts and auto care. In fact, nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers. So you're never far from the quality products and trusted service from Napa that'll keep your ride on the road. Visit NapaOnline.com. That's N-A-P-A, NapaOnline.com to find a Napa location near you. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Say hi to those great people behind the counter. They've got what we call Napa know-how. Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And we've got armpits in the news. And here's a headline. Parents hate their kids' music. We'll find out. No kidding. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning on this Wednesday. It's September 7th. See the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just head on over to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Jessica Alsman, Allie Breen, two of our favorite ladies, as well as Christy Lee there at the news desk. Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair. There's Willie Griswold, Pat Godwin in the sidekick chair, Ace Cosby running the board, and that's Chick McGee at the sports desk. And, of course, Tom Griswold, the hostess with the mostest. That's the Bob and Tom Show as we roll through this Wednesday. Coming up, more fun and frivolity. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. U.S. Open at Flushing Meadows. Caroline Garcia has beaten 18-year-old American Coco Gauff 6-3, 6-4 to reach her first Grand Slam semifinal at the age of 28. College football, Georgia moved up to number 2 in the first AP college football poll of the regular season. The Bulldogs pass Ohio State after the defending national champions dominated their opener over Oregon, and Alabama remains number 1. The Bulldogs narrow the gap on the Crimson Tide, though, and Ohio State slipped to number 3 and received 2 first-place votes. Michigan moved up 4 spots to number 4, and Clemson is at number 5. WNBA playoff action last night. Connecticut forces a Game 5. They beat Chicago 104-80. And Las Vegas advances to the finals, beating Seattle and Sue Bird last night 97-92. Major League Baseball, one interleague game. Braves over the A's 10-9. In the American League, a bench-clearing brawl, but Baltimore beats Toronto 9-6. Also winning in the American League, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Texas, the Angels, and Seattle. And in the National League, your winners, Pittsburgh, Philly, St. Louis, the Cubs, Colorado, Dodgers, and San Diego. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Matt Weinhold is our guest, and
man. Wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and
fan,
Babylon
no.
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into. But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You know, these conventions.
Oh, man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No.
No.
I met her at a bar.
Whoa!
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes. What happened to those days?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I'll tell you what I sound like when I make love to a woman. Yeah. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I call it making like. When I make like to a woman, I sound like a very scared man who's crossing a very thin sheet of ice. And all he's trying to do is get to the side alive. Sounds something like this. Oh my God. I'm so scared. I can do this. Oh, thank God that's over with. Oh my God. I have to lay down. That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that. Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you to... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We were talking about...
Pat Godwin homesick.
Patty G's homesick. We were talking about the fact that some of the classic stuff from the show is now streaming on a number of streaming services. And some of the stuff that we really don't play in the air anymore, primarily for reasons of good taste, I think would be the answer to that question. And there's a song by Perry Como that I was not aware of called Prisoner of Love. I'll just give you a little taste of this.
I need no shackles to remind me.
Very different feel.
Yeah, that guy can sing. This is the Prisoner of Love song from the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Prison bitch. Prison bitch.
I guess that you were sent from up above.
That's some good singing, right?
Very.
Prison bitch. Prison bitch.
And now you are my prisoner of love.
I'm your prison bitch.
You get the idea. That's one of those songs. It's like Led Zeppelin songs. They're often called by the wrong title.
Yes. Yeah.
That song is called Prisoner of Love. It is not called, quote unquote, Prison Bitch.
Man, we should get the band back together.
Yeah.
We've been talking about doing a little live day thing. Maybe get those Amish boys together.
Yeah.
Show Willie how to hunt for poon.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly capable of hunting for poon on my own.
Plus, you're out of the game anyway.
Would you show me?
Can me and you do a little poon hunting this weekend?
Damn right we can.
Me and you hit the town?
I don't know why not. Yeah.
Okay.
Dad, come on, poon hunting now with me and Chick. It'll be fun.
Josh and Tom come along.
If we call it poonin', I'm in.
Okay, could you answer the poon phone?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Jason Tail. And this is some other news. Well, cameras captured shocking footage of a man masturbating in the dressing room of a Las Vegas comedy club. The surveillance video shows a man walking into the dressing room at the Laugh Factory on August 25th. The man is seen stealing items of clothing from resident performer Murray the Magician. Yeah, 4 days later, the suspect returned, but this time, instead of stealing more articles of clothing, he lowered his pants and vigorously masturbated.
Oh, man.
Police have no leads, but describe the suspect as of average size, right-handed, and circumcised. If captured, the mystery masturbator will not only face criminal charges, but also public humiliation. Because what kind of man wants to be known as someone who wears magician's clothing? In other Sin City news, a woman who was arrested at the Las Vegas airport for skipping out on her bill at Chili's claims she was only apprehended because she was so good-looking. The 28-year-old told officers she was singled out because they had never seen anyone as pretty as she is, at least in a Chili's. Las Vegas authorities have refused to release the woman's mugshot. Apparently, they're fearful of sparking a lot of public displays of men in magicians' clothing, scratching from Yoda. Love this. Scratching Yoda behind the ears till he pukes.
That's a heck of a euphemism for masturbating.
Hell of a delivery, wasn't it?
Well,
apparently they're fearful of sparking a lot of public displays of men in magicians' clothing scratching Yoda behind the ears till he pukes.
Yeah.
There it goes, yes. Speaking of scratching, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but the crabs from the Bunny Ranch somehow made it all the way home to my wife's pubes. Her lawyer has given me 10-to-1 odds that she'll take me for everything in the divorce. Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Jason Tail, and this has been Some Other News.
All right.
Okay.
Jason Tail. I get it. So let me get this straight.
Please, get me straight.
Was it rubbing Yoda?
Scratching Yoda behind the ears until he pukes. That's not Dick's fault.
It's not.
No.
Really?
No, it is not.
Huh. Okay.
That was overwritten.
That is a quality joke.
All right, sir.
Scratching Yoda behind the ears. I'd never heard that. We turn back to the sports page with Chick McGee. What's happening over there?
Georgia moved up to number 2 in the first AP college football poll of the regular season. The Bulldogs pass Ohio State after the defending national champions dominated their opener, beating Oregon 49-3. Alabama is number 1 in the AP Top 25 presented by Regions Bank. They have to put that in there now. Yep. 44-63 first place votes. No, I do not get to vote for some reason.
That is ridiculous.
The Bulldogs narrowed the gap, on the Crimson Tide. Georgia received 17 first-place votes. Ohio State slipped to number 3 and received 2 first-place votes. Michigan up to 4 spots to number 4, and Clemson is at number 5. And this week on College Game Day, our buddy Pat starts hosting, more or less, the College Game Day from Austin, Texas.
Oh, really?
This weekend.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. So look for Mr. McAfee. Caroline Garcia has beaten 18-year-old American Coco Gauff, who's going to be the next tennis superstar of the United States.
I hope
But
Coco's
not
dad,
this year.
Jack, is okay.
Jack Goff?
Yeah. Is he all right? Somebody answer me.
Well, his middle name.
That's no scratching Yoda behind the ears till he pukes. But,
but what is, really?
Yeah,
Isn't Jack's middle name Mahog?
Jack Mahog's Golf? Jack Mahog Golf?
There you go.
That seems a little forced, really.
Yeah.
Is that clunky? Am I overwriting it?
Well, not as bad as Yoda, but...
It's my fault. Benches cleared.
Is that an expression that I just am not familiar
I've
with?
never heard it in my life.
No, nobody's heard it.
It's clever.
Scratching Yoda behind the ears.
It's interesting.
It's very clever.
I've never heard that.
Never, ever.
Has Yoda ever puked? I've never seen Yoda puke.
Well, you haven't been scratched behind his ears right.
But I sound like Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
It's the same man.
Benches cleared. Yeah. Maybe they should have gotten another one or a different voice.
One is very high-pitched.
For F's sake. Benches cleared during the 7th inning of the Orioles game against Toronto and Baltimore. Orioles reliever Brian Baker, the strike maker, appeared to make a hand signal toward the Blue Jays dugout.
Oh.
No, it's not the one you think it is. They're saying it was a chirping signal, where that's where you open your thumb and your group of fingers.
Yeah, keep talking, buddy. Keep talking.
Yeah, evidently someone was chirping from the dugout. Players from both benches were quickly on the field. If I had been on the team, I would have not gone out to the field. You guys go ahead. You got this.
Yeah.
That's got to be great hangout time because they're all out there. You can just stretch out.
I know you've been working out. Get out there. The situation did not escalate too much from there, though, just standing around, sizing each other. Blue Jays interim manager John Schneider, who was on the Dukes of Hazzard, of course, was ejected and then came out to give plate umpire
Tom Wopat came in to coach.
Jeff Nelson.
Isn't that something?
And Catherine
Very
Bach.
good. And you know who owns the team? Sorrel Book.
There you go.
Isn't that interesting?
Was he Boss Hog?
I think he was Boss Hog.
Yeah. Distinguished actor.
He's not anything right now.
Well.
A woman... Oh, boy, these never end up well.
What does that mean?
A woman has been arrested. She tried to enter the property of Kentucky men's basketball coach John Calipari, who's a damn fine-looking guy.
He's in love with her.
He's a
That's what
handsome
she
guy.
thinks.
University spokesperson Blair Connor says Lexington police called to assist University of Kentucky police. All of them are at Calipari's house. Tuesday morning, the woman arrested outside of the gate and charged with trespassing. Maybe she had to get outside the gate when she heard the cops coming, I'm guessing. She's charged with trespassing and 6 counts of theft of credit cards from around the country.
Oh, wow.
So she had a nice cottage industry going.
She sure did.
The woman was looking for someone who wasn't at Calipari's house, is what she said.
How was she expecting to find him there, then? I mean, she's looking for someone who's not there. She's looking in the wrong place.
She didn't find out they weren't there until she got there.
That was really made that
Not
clear.
That she was.
So Yoda's ears are being scratched till he puked. Got this.
So glad.
Earlier in the show, Josh did his Paul Cauthen dance.
Yeah, he did.
And if could you share a little bit of that tune with us? This just no matter what's happening, this just pulls Josh.
Woo! Come on, let's get it going.
He just see.
Look at this one.
Oh, yeah.
Now, occasionally you stand up. We have a question here.
Oh, have you ever tried the knee cross?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Dear Josh, when you stand up, are those your real legs during the Paul Cauthen dance, or are you riding a chicken?
Oh,
it's a fair question. Those are your little spindly legs.
Oh, come on. He's got great legs.
They're spindly.
No, that's part of the whole Josh thing.
There you go.
He's got those.
So if I joke about it, that means everybody can.
I'm sorry. Dale, I apologize for your question about chicken legs. We will move on.
Yeah, it's a way to cover some well-worn territory there, Dale.
Oh, boy.
Yawn.
Yawn. This was reported a couple days ago, but I didn't tell you guys this, so obviously you're not aware of it unless I tell you.
What's that?
The world of sports. Tom Brady currently going through an emotional roller coaster before the start of the season. Brady returned from his 11-day hiatus that he insists was scheduled. The New York Post reports that Brady and his wife, Jizzy, had gotten into a series of heated arguments over his decision to unretire, which led Jizzy leaving their family home and flying off to Costa Rica.
Oh, God forbid.
The model has left their family compound in Tampa. I love it when they say compound. Stole it from me. Tom and Giselle are in a fight right now, a source told Page 6, adding that this has happened before with the couple. Well, of course, they're a couple. You're going to fight. But they have always reunited in the past. A second source says there's been trouble in the marriage over his decision to unretire. Giselle has always been the one with the kids. They had agreed he would retire to focus on the family. Then he changed his mind. Giselle, evidently, according to reports, still has yet to return from Costa Rica. And that's making Brady very sad.
Oh, could it affect his game day performance?
That's exactly right. They got the Cowboys first, I think.
Who's their backup quarterback?
I don't know. Blake Organ, I think.
Oh, really?
That's his name. Yep. So they're going to have to bring an organ in to play quarterback. Tom, what do you think they'll do? And there was a, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to, I got to scroll down here. Hang on a second. Stupid world record. See, it's fun. It's casual. A Minnesota teenager has broken his own Guinness World Record for the largest mouth gape in a male.
We had this recently, right?
How do you do
he's
that?
broken it again.
You stretch your mouth even more?
Broken it again.
Wow.
Now, Josh, it's a mouth gape, okay?
Okay, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
There
Are there other gapes?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Are there world records?
Oh, yeah.
For those gapes?
We have to look that up.
It looks like a world record.
Oh.
Looks like you could walk right in.
Set right down.
Can you guess what other gape would be?
Is that the one held by his mom? Vag?
No.
That's
no, a man could hold this record too.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Have you got it yet?
Why don't you Google stovepipe?
No.
Oh, dear. You mean it's that? Oh, dear.
You guys.
Wow, this is awful.
There are pictures of that.
Yikes.
Isaac Johnson. Hey, Ike. Originally recognized in 2019, Josh, very good, at the age of 14 when his mouth gape was measured 3.67 inches. Oh, my Lord. His record, however, this sounds like a made-up name. His record was beaten by Philip Angus, who took the title with a mouth gape of 3.75 inches. Why? Evidently, it got bigger. Isaac reclaimed the record, stretched his mouth to 4 inches, and has since upped the record to 4.014 inches.
Oh, man. Must have stretched or something.
Isaac is able to open his mouth so much that, much like Julia Roberts, he can fit a baseball in his mouth with room to spare. Isn't that interesting?
How do you stretch your mouth?
Well, you got to work out.
I can spot you.
There's no. Okay, I just looked this up, and next to him is the picture of the woman with the world's largest mouth.
Do you have her address?
Christy.
No thanks. I don't
She's.
want to see that.
I mean, it takes up a third of her face.
That's,
wow.
no.
She's actually kind of pretty, but
Well, I'm sure she's
when she
very
opens her
nice,
mouth, it's
but-
kind of scary. But they've got her.
Aren't all women that way?
That was the girl who said it.
That's why OJ tried to.
Her name is Samantha Ramsdelly.
Cut her head off.
Or excuse me, I'm sorry, Samantha Ramsdell.
Oh, okay.
Is the world's largest.
No, that's the name of a restaurant, the Ramsdelly.
So yeah, this kid's mouth is huge.
Good for him.
Okay, the woman looks, I don't know why, but I find the woman's mouth gape much more frightening than the man's mouth gape. I don't know. She said on her video, I can eat this entire Wendy's Baconator in one bite.
That's a big burger.
That's awesome. That's
That would
like
choke you to
cartoon
death.
character stuff.
And that's a double burger, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
wow.
He's it's big. It's big. And then so gaping is something else then? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so it doesn't involve the mouth?
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Kind of the other
Apparently
end
not.
of that.
Okay.
Whole tube.
Kind of a hobby for
I'll
some.
send you some pictures here.
Okay, that's okay.
No. You need to see.
We'll push on.
More sports coming up with a final world record, Tom. If you haven't seen this woman with the mouth gape, honey, I'm home. Oh, I'm just going to go stay at the hotel. That's all right with you.
Looks like she could put a grapefruit in it.
Good Lord. Yeah.
So also coming up, we have a porno actress who has a new world record.
Yes, it's porn, Tom.
And we have a name that is becoming very unpopular.
Aaron?
And we have, you're close. And we have a woman who turned 91 and did something very special on her birthday.
Had a baby?
That would be something. I would have led with that.
And we have an author talking about something that was recently featured in a major motion picture, and that is the recycling of bodily waste while in space to be used in a constructive manner.
Okay.
And so we'll find out about that and many other things. I also want to remind you real quick, we have something called the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. Your shot at winning the Big Green Egg Mini Max. How does this work? Well, you make your picks for this week's games in the NFL. You don't have to go against the spread, and it's your chance to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just head over to bobandtom.com/contest. We'll have a new winner every week. The way it works is you just pick the games, pick the winners, and if there's a tie, there's 3 different tie-breaking scenarios. It's all spelled out at bobandtom.com/contest. And by the way, if you do win, you do get the Big Green Egg Mini Max, excuse me, and you get to call in the famous Chick McGee Sports Picks show.
Is that right?
Known as the Shoe-In of the Week. And you get to pick against Mr. Chick McGee. So it's a lot of fun. Last year we had a whole bunch of winners.
And tomorrow will be the first Shoe-In of the week. We're going to have it. Or maybe Friday. I'm not sure. So we're always in flex with the Shoe-In of the week. Okay. I might not like tomorrow night's game, and I don't think I do.
You know?
NFL football.
And then who are you going to pick against tomorrow?
Rams +3. I don't know.
Okay, we'll find someone. You got to pick against someone tomorrow or on Friday. Now, are you guys still in for the diaper thing tomorrow?
Nope.
No, all of us.
Everyone is out. Ace,
Everyone's
are you in?
out.
I could use an extra grand, you know.
Extra grand.
So what he said is, you give him $1,000, he'll do it.
You guys are chickening out on the opportunity to fill up
No,
a diaper.
I think the term public outcry was used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I knew I was in morning radio, but I didn't know I was in morning radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're the guys who make fun of the guys.
We'll come back with
I love those guys.
chimpanzees and sports, et cetera, et cetera. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Payday is coming. That means there'll be money in your pocket. I know times are tough. You have to decide between gas and food on the table, but let's face it, you need to treat yourself every once in a while, and what better place than bobandtomstore.com. If you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, hook them up. Brand new Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat. One size fits all on our hats. It's adjustable. It'll fit any size head, and that's good news. We have lots of fans with big heads, big brains. You know what I'm saying? They're smart. That's why they listen to the Bob and Tom Show. Our clothing size is small up to 4XL, 5XL. If we don't have your size, check back. We're always restocking at bobandtomstore.com. Thanks for checking in. We hope you enjoy bobandtomstore.com. We know once you stop in, it won't be your last visit. You'll be back. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Another place you'll be back right here because we've got Allie Breen right around the corner with letters about relationships, your relationships from Bob and Tom Show listeners. They send them into Allie. She reads them on the air, and we try to help. Sexy time on the way. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Emerson, Lake and Palmer will tour again, even though drummer Carl Palmer is the only living member. Palmer has worked the estates of Keith Emerson and Greg Lake to create a concert experience in which Palmer plays live with video footage of Emerson and Lake. Palmer said in a statement he looked into using holograms but felt they were not honest. Welcome back, my friends. The return of Emerson, Lake and Palmer begins November 18th in Philadelphia. Billboard magazine has declared As It Was by Harry Styles the song of the summer. The assessment's based on streaming, airplay, and sales from Memorial Day to Labor Day. As It Was edges out Lizzo's About Damn Time for the top spot. Maybe the only person you've ever heard of is Kate Bush. She lands at number 5 with Running Up That Hill, thanks to Stranger Things, the TV show, which was the number 1 song for the summer in the UK, actually, but topped out at number 5 here. And Josh Groban's going to star on Broadway in the musical Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Groban will co-star with Tony Award winner Annalee Ashford. The musical will begin performances on February 26th and have opening night on March 26th. Groban debuted on Broadway back in 2017 in Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicoterm. That's the name of it.
Nicoterm? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicoterm's a patch?
Yeah, Nicoterm it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch like you put on your arm.
Nicoterm is a patch?
I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter set of patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm. Guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. Waking up
see
a
it.
shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work.
UrsayCollection.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hey, Jake.
Hey,
I feel good.
It's my least favorite rejoin music.
Oh, I like this
There's
one.
Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I mean, I love them all. Don't get me wrong.
You know, a lot of... Oh, sorry.
Steve Ali, come on.
Oh, well, I know, and I love Steve, but I can not like some as much as I.
A lot of this is my fault, but today has been very deconstructy, hasn't it?
You started it.
Yeah, he did start it. Let's just stop.
Willie.
Let's just stop doing it.
Hi, Willie. How you doing?
Josh, yeah, let's just stop,
I'm
okay?
Chip. Here's Tom. Wait, could we talk about getting a pig for the NFL season?
I love pigs.
A little one or a big one?
little pot belly.
They're so sweet.
They start little and then they end up big.
Yeah, they're so cute, though.
Pot bellies are popular.
We're not
They're not that big. They only get to be about this big.
What'd you say?
We're not getting
We're not getting a big.
Why not?
Can we have one visit?
Come on, Dad, you're no fun.
I bet you anything we can house train it, the whole thing.
Yeah, no. What is this we? You're not going to, I know this, how this is going to work. You're not going to do any of this stuff. And then when they bring the pig in, you're going to be, oh, this sucks.
I'm an agitator.
Yeah, no, we're not.
And then
we're not getting
away.
a pig. Somehow that it sounds expensive. Legal issues are going to show up. I'm going to have PETA people standing in the steps when I get here in the morning.
No,
we're not going to kill it.
Look, lady, that pig lives better than I do. Okay.
I've got an idea.
Oh, God, Ace has an idea. Stop the presses.
Every Thursday for the pigskin pick'em, we just bring in a couple slabs and grill out.
Oh, come on. No.
You know, he's not, show that pig who's boss. That's right.
So wait a second. So since we're giving away these beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max grills, the suggestion is every Thursday we grill out some pork chops.
Makes sense to me.
All pork.
Well, of course it makes sense to you.
Pork. That actually does kind of make sense.
Pork sausage. It's a real treat.
Who's that now?
Haywood.
Haywood, yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's
it is.
Which song is that?
Pork sausage, I think.
Is it called pork sausage?
I don't know. I just know it's not puppet.
Okay. All right. Well, we weren't going to deconstruct. Can we move on? What have you got over there?
And finally, stupid world record.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
That's my least favorite of the stupid world records.
Okay, how about this?
No.
David Rush. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most balloons burst in the armpit in 1 minute. Give it this, the old chicken wing.
And there's a trick to it.
Of course.
Okay.
The record
needles in the armpit?
Yeah.
No, he's hanging upside down.
What?
Really?
What?
Yeah, he puts I was watching the video. David puts
Is that fair?
He puts a ladder against a tree.
All right.
And then he puts on those gravity boots that have the big hooks on them.
Yeah.
So he's hanging upside down from a ladder.
Right.
So then when he takes the balloon and puts it in his armpit, it's easier to do it. That's why he's trounced this record.
Gotcha.
This is like the Fosbury flop. It's reinventing the art form.
Okay.
The old record was 16. David managed to smash that mark, crushed 26 balloons in his armpit. His technique, as Tom said, involved hanging upside down from a ladder or placed against a tree, allowing him to avoid the pitfalls that disqualified his earlier record attempt. Pitfalls. Get it? That's a joke, boy.
Armpit. Get it.
Previously, David said he broke 25 balloons in a minute, but too many balloons were disqualified because his hand was either touching the balloon as it broke or the balloon slid out of his armpit before breaking.
Okay. See, now he's got gravity on his side. So this is revolutionary in the world of. I mean, if you're familiar with the creation of the Fosbury flop and the high jump, revolutionized the sport.
Oh, change the game.
So I think you're going to see, there'll be some dude probably in India that follows David Rush that's always trying to break his records that'll do it this way with the gravity boots and the whole thing.
I don't know what the old record was with the old way you used to high jump, but I think it jumped up like 1.5 feet or something. It was crazy.
It got a lot higher.
Yeah.
I think Valerie Brumel did 7 feet with the Western roll.
He's something.
Yeah. Now,
are we talking about high jumping?
Yeah, who's the show for today?
From the 50s and 60s.
No, but I mean, are you aware of the Fosbury flop, how it revolutionized the high jump?
I hate to say it. Yes, I am aware.
Okay,
I've been around you my whole life.
I'm just saying, David Rush is doing the same thing for armpit farts.
He thinks that you're aware of it because you've heard about it yourself. No, it's from him talking. He doesn't get that part.
It's the same reason I know the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and the same reason that I know.
Great song.
He'll tell me stuff. He go, "Do you remember Valerie Brumel?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, good memory." No, you just talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
I got a little trivia fact for you.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, yeah, tell me. Yeah.
If there were a celebrity foul shot competition,
Yeah, no, not the Art Garfunkel thing again.
I think I'm going to put my money on Ron Howard.
Oh, yeah?
Film director.
Reading the book.
Ron Howard. Ron Howard once got 47 out of 50.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Well, you got to practice.
Ron became a pretty good high school basketball player.
I'd probably only be able to make 2 or 3 right now, but I need, like...
You claimed you could do 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that's...
I can.
47 out of 50 strong.
That is strong.
Always been able to shoot the rock.
That's probably with kids in the sideline going, "Hey, Opie." He had to endure that for all of his high school career.
Wouldn't you just
I grew up in Hollywood. Kids didn't care.
Or wouldn't you just pull out a few hundreds and wave them around?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thanks.
Ron is a really grounded guy. In fact, one of the cool things about Mr. Ron Howard, he still has his very first car.
He does?
What was it?
A white Volkswagen with a red interior, Volkswagen Beetle. It's probably from 71 or 2.
Nice.
He still got it.
Hey, is Rance still with us?
No, Rance was his dad, and that's a stage name.
Oh,
Rance?
What an odd choice.
Rance Howard, yeah.
I like that
a name he picked up from an
Rance
obscure
Romance.
play he was in. His father was also a fine actor.
No, he worked at a ranch during the summer, but he thought it was.
No, that's
a
false.
ranch.
Okay, no, I thought you were going to go another direction, and I'm glad you didn't.
He would tell people,
yes.
I got this great summer job.
I thought something about a certain type of food.
Who gave you that roll? First of all, who gave you that roll of tape? Because if you don't put it down, Chick.
I'll see you at the ranch.
That's not how it happened, you jackass. Are we?
You are driving.
I'm going to make an executive decision.
What?
Wherever you go, we'll always be a good sport.
I have a question.
Christy!
This world record that Mr. David Rush did, but the armies. Do they have a version of this for thighs?
Probably.
That'd be
Crushing
worth
what
watching.
with your thighs? Crushing watermelons or what do you?
No, watermelons.
You can crush a watermelon with your thighs?
No, I
Maybe you're
can't.
Suzanne Summers.
No, but I bet there are some strongmen that could.
You know something? If we could get a video of you hanging upside down on a ladder with gravity boots, crushing balloons, water balloons with your thighs, Josh, what kind
Once
of
again,
money
with that dignity thing, would you quit playing with the tape?
This would be an OnlyFans thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole fetish about balloon pop.
If I crush water balloons, I'm going to be wet.
That's true. It's like the anticipation.
Well, anyone want to take this?
The anticipation
You're missing. Hang on a second. Christy, what'd you just say?
I'm going to be all wet.
That's precisely the point.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick, we're getting a lot of questions. I guess Jeff Oskey's fielding. I'm wearing a ring on my wedding ring finger that I bought at an auction. It's just a wedding. It's not a wedding ring. It's just my birthstone. But it's so small, I have to get it sized that this was the only finger it fit on because this one's been worn down over the years. So it's smaller.
I used to be 6'6". I know what you mean.
So I don't have any
Wore
news.
him down to a little nub.
Yeah, I don't have any news. It's not a big revelation.
So you're willing to hang upside down on a ladder and pop water balloons
No, I was
in your
changing the
thighs.
subject on purpose.
And remind me when we come back, a lot of people want to hear about my fantasy football team members, so I will pass those along.
The Chick
to you.
McGee fantasy football team, the Guardians of the
I thought
Commanders.
sports was over.
It is. When we come back, we have chimpanzees in the news, space travel, a great parachuting story, a really good one, and a sexy time coming up. I should say, sexy time.
Yeah.
With Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know?
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Her name is Jessica Alsman. She's with the Bits and Pieces podcast, which you can download for free at bobandtom.com/podcast. It's a dive into the archives of the Bob and Tom Show, and the host and co-host discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the show. They dive deep. It's a great podcast for those who are longtime listeners that want to know some of the backstory. And for those that have just started listening, it's a great way to catch up and find out more. A lot of us have been around here a long time, and the Bits and Pieces podcast is a great way to find out more about the Bob and Tom Show. Willie Griswold, Jason Hofsetz, Jessica Alsman, and Jess Hooker are your co-hosts for the Bits and Pieces podcast. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcast. Did I mention Jessica Alsman? I did. Scorched Earth with us live in studio, as well as Allie Breen. Coming up on this Wednesday, September 7th, Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The death toll in the earthquake in western China has jumped to 74, with 26 people still missing. At the same time, frustration rising with uncompromising COVID-19 lockdown measures that prevented residents from leaving their buildings after Monday's 6.8 magnitude quake in Sichuan province. Caused extensive damage to homes in the Ganzhou Tibetan Autonomous Region and shook buildings in the provincial capital of Chengdu, whose 21 million citizens are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown. Authorities refused to allow anxious residents of apartment buildings out, adding to public anger over the strict zero COVID policy mandating lockdowns, quarantines, and other restrictions, while the rest of the world has largely reopened. British Prime Minister Liz Truss holding her first cabinet meeting. She's appointed a government diverse in race and gender, united in its support for the new leader's free market views. Truss will face her first Prime Minister's Questions session in the House of Commons later today. Truss was appointed Prime Minister Tuesday and immediately put her stamp on the government. For the first time, none of the UK's great offices of state, Prime Minister, Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, and Home Secretary, is held by a white man. Kwasi Kwarteng was named Britain's first black Treasury chief. James Cleverly, whose mother is from Sierra Leone, Foreign Secretary, and Suella Braverman, who has Indian heritage, is the Home Secretary. And that's a look at things you may have missed. I'm Mark Allison. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The first real game, of course, in the NFL is Thursday. It's a national holiday, but I won't be watching because I'll be at back to school night, a potluck supper for parents and preschoolers. It's not even real school. So instead of drinking beer and playing poker and live tweeting and absorbing all the football goodness, I'll be politely listening to other parents talk about their children. Vomit. Did I lose a bet? Isn't a divorce and a colonoscopy the same year enough? What's happening?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Right now we've got Brooke Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from? Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon.
Sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror, because nothing will be behind you, believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people, you know. They go by and bullwhip you, you know.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, you know those horse-drawn carriages, you know, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick desk.
That was an 80s style.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
Sorry, Tom.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
He's checked out. Has no idea what we said. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. I'll get him back. Remember you were saying that we could get a pig for the NFL season?
No, we're not getting a pig.
Remember when you said
I remember we're going to get one. We're going to name it Wilbur.
Yes,
Yeah, we talked about it.
We've got it all covered. Good
Gonna
morning.
live at Willie's house.
Good morning, fine people.
Hello.
And Tom.
Well, that seems...
That's what it
So
says.
who's this dick?
His name's Adam, and he's a plumber from Michigan.
Hi, Adam.
My wife is allergic to dogs, so we've got a small mini pig.
Oh.
He's house-trained, he's lovable and loving, and will cuddle.
I bet.
And if you are very disciplined on his diet, he will stay small. He's about 4 years old and weighs about 60 pounds.
What a sweetie.
Aw.
I want to pet
This is all well and good, and I know there are people that do this. It's just that we're not going to.
We're just...
Because
who's going to watch the pig when Willie's traveling doing that comedy thing?
He's
that he
coming
does?
with me.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
He's your emotional support pig.
Bring the pig on stage. Yeah.
I've known a couple comedians that travel with pigs.
Sometimes they meet pigs at comedy club.
Yeah.
After the show.
If you're going to do the joke, say the names, all right? If you're going to do it, let's do it.
Many of them are pigs themselves.
Yes. They deserve what they get. I'm sorry.
There's Irene Pig. There's Stephanie Pig.
I like how he said you have to be careful with their diet.
Yeah, oh
Keep
yeah.
them small.
Pigs are, Josh, real fat.
Oh, they can be real fatty, fat.
Very smart.
Yeah, they are super
they are
smart.
very
And here is the tribute that you asked for, I believe. It's the pork sausage song.
Oh, good.
So this is a song. This is a song about your wife.
About my wife Dot. You know, she's a good-looking gal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is.
Big one.
Okay.
Oh, this is Dash Ampersand.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can say what you gonna say about my woman. You might not like the way she talks to the TV or the way that she chews her hair. You might be jealous of the polystyrene geranium she wears as a wrist corsage. But my woman sure can make good pork sausage. Well, you can say what you gonna say about my woman. Might be jealous how she stretches out her stretchy pants till the ligaments go pop. Might not like the way she punches the mannequins when she goes out to shop. But my woman sure can make good pork sausage.
Okay.
Pork sausage, it's a real treat. Just what a man likes to eat. Pork sausage, it's for me. Morning, noon, and after 3. Oh.
Shut up. Coming around again. Anytime now.
Well, you can say what you're going to say about my woman. You might not like the way she dances the hula dance in a non-traditional style. You might not like the way she spits out her pickled eggs as people do walk by. But my woman sure can make good pork sausage.
And to think that the sausage industry never picked up on that song.
Yeah, what were they doing?
I think I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, but I can sing every word to that song.
Sausage song. A little bit of Dash Ampersand. Haywood Banks on the guitar on that one.
Hey, guess what time it is?
What?
It's time for me to reveal my fantasy football team for 2022. Woo! That's right, the Guardians of the Commanders fantasy football team.
Stupid.
Here we go. My quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, nice choice.
Oh, my running back, Zach Moss. He's running back for the Bills.
And Rolling Stone gathers Zach Moss.
My other running back, Jonathan Taylor.
Best in the league.
Of the Indianapolis Colts. Wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. Wide receiver, Adam Thielen. My tight end,
Thielen Groovy. Trying to make this interesting.
I got a Thielen.
My tight end, Darren Waller. My flex receiver, I'm making it a wide receiver, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They call him MVS. My team defense is the Ravens. And my kicker, Justin Tucker, who's a bad.
Shut your mouth.
Yes, Willie.
Is this a full point PPR league or a half point
Not
PPR?
talking to you anymore. It's a fantasy football league.
Okay.
I'm relying on my app to tell me how I'm doing.
Now, if you want to be part of a different kind of football, don't forget the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em.
Sorry.
It kicks in tomorrow night, so you've got to get your entry in prior to tomorrow's Thursday nighter. And you can win a Big Green Egg Mini Max every week. We give one away. So it's bobandtom.com/contest. Ladies and gents, be sure to enter.
Are you going to watch the game tomorrow night? Are you excited? The NFL season started?
Great. I'm glad it started. I want people to win this Big Green Egg Mini Max.
Heck yeah.
And then you'll get to pick against Chick McGee during the shoe-in of the week. But right now, it's time to finally go over to the news desk with Christy Lee.
I was on my Instagram. Come on. Japanese adult film star did not set a world record, but did hug over 3,000 people in a day.
I thought his name was Did Hug.
It's a woman, by the way.
Oh, okay.
According to Singapore's news site known as Mothership.
Have you read ahead on this one?
Yes.
I'm
a professional.
I'm just warning you.
Ms. Emi Fukada.
How do you spell her last name?
Fukada.
Sometimes a name says it all.
Sometimes the name is your destiny.
3,163 fans during the 24-hour-long event in Tokyo. The 24-year-old adult performer said she wanted to be the most hugged woman in the world. Fans, by the way, had to keep their arms at their sides and were not permitted to return her hug.
Oh, boy.
Have you seen Fukada?
I'm not familiar. I'm looking at her now.
What does she look like?
That classic
porn look,
anime look.
Yes, unsettling sort of young Japanese. Why don't we? I prefer adults. sort of look.
Big eyes, big boobs, kind of
thing.
Yeah, it's creepy. But why a porn star? I don't understand why
she wanted to do it.
That's what she wanted to do.
Record.
Okay.
But she was the one doing the hugs. Well,
Yes.
She wasn't getting hugged.
No, the people and the people have to.
They couldn't touch her.
They have to just. They have to just stay. No, it's Japanese. Do they blur her arms out? Isn't the Japanese the ones where they blur out all the genitals?
Yeah, a lot of Asian porn. Sure.
It's very odd. Very very odd. Yeah.
So is that? Do you suppose if you're conditioned to that as you're coming of age, does that become? Would it be unsexy to actually see them then?
I don't know.
How about instead of as you're coming of age, how about as you grow into adulthood?
Sorry, you know what I mean. I wasn't trying to make a pun there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that would imprint in a way. Where, you're like, hey, I need to take off my glasses before we do this, so everything's kind of blurry.
Yeah, when you do it for the first time, do they wear like a merkin that blurs it out?
You think that Japanese women buy specific pubic merkins, pubic wigs,
so it looks like porn,
to appease their partners who have become so addicted?
Or they just, I don't know, put saran wrap over it or something, make it a little opaque. Yeah,
a little fuzzy.
But her last name, once again, this porno star, her last name is spelled Fukada.
Yeah, Fukada.
That's a long U there.
Sure.
Yeah, I learned my lesson a long time ago.
Okay.
Why would you say?
You know, heard the bank caper story? Come on.
Where was that at? Was it?
Oh my God!
Boy, look at this troublemaker.
Yeah,
okay.
no joke.
She said she
let's
mastered
move
it. I
forward
just
here.
like a lesson.
It's my stairway to heaven.
We got some road work coming up. Pat Godwin, Josh, and Willie on October 15th. They're going to be at the Ho Chunk Casino in the Wisconsin Dells. That's a cool show. Am I getting this right?
Yeah.
Ho Chunk.
Ooga Chaka. Willie, Josh, and Patty G. That'll be fun. I'll also remind you that starting tonight, Donnie Baker is going to be at Zany's in Chicago. And then this Saturday, Donnie is at the Palmer Arena in Danville. So it's a couple of nights. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at Zany's in Chicago. Then the Palmer Arena Saturday with Donnie Baker. On the road, speaking of being on the road, Josh, when you're on the road, is there an upside to being a traveling comedian?
Not only is there an upside, but there's upside. Josh, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Josh?
Upside is an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. Some of our listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000 with Upside. The app is a no-brainer. Download it now. Use promo code Bob and Tom for 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up. That's cash back. Stop paying full price at the pump. Earn money by doing something you have to do. Get gas. It's real cash, and it really adds up. And the app is super easy. And man, oh man, we are talking real money here. In fact, $1 million bones is being earned by users each week. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward. And it's available at businesses all over the U.S. 30,000 plus businesses, those big name brands, well-known gas stations that you use all the time, as well as some of your favorite local spots. Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. I use it. I'd say this year, well, I'd have to open up my app, but I know that I've got a couple $100 in there. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on that first fill-up. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much. It's the upside of the upside. When we come back, we have the upside of turning 91 years old. A nice, sweet story, a happy story.
That's nice.
Conversely, we have some stories that aren't so happy. We got one you're going to like, Josh, involving the corpse of a vampire.
Oh, my God.
It is really
Let's
cool.
not mess with it.
And I've got a technical question about something semi-pornographic.
All right.
I'll address that to you, Josh.
I'm sure they have the answer.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, just a reminder, the NFL season getting underway tomorrow night, so you got to go over to bobandtom.com/contest and make your picks later today, tomorrow at the latest, so you can be in for week 1 and win a big green egg mini-max. All you have to do is pick the winners of the pro football regular season. No point spread, just the winner and the loser. Well, you pick the winner. You know what I'm saying. If you pick the most winners, you could win the big green egg mini-max. There is a tiebreaker. I believe it's the combined score of the Monday night game, but it's all in the details at bobandtom.com/contest. We had women win last year, ladies. Don't think that you're out of this. Men, we had men win last year, too. We don't judge around here. We want everyone to be winners, but most importantly, you have to enter to win a big green egg mini-max. By the way, that is sort of the Cadillac Lamborghini. Take your choice of the best of the best. Porsche, hello. The big green egg mini-max is a grill that goes in your backyard, on your porch, in your domain, and you then are the big hit of all your neighbors and friends and family as you grill up the best food ever. We had a cookout on the front porch earlier at the Frigamall building. The wings, delightful. The brats delicious. The Big Green Egg Mini Max could be yours. Head to bobandtom.com/contest to enter today. Don't miss out on week 1, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming up before you know it. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. A record-setting heat wave is making life miserable in the West. Temperatures neared an all-time high Tuesday in Sacramento, California, topping out at 116 degrees. Records fell for 3 consecutive days over the holiday weekend at Lake Tahoe. State officials have urged those to conserve electricity in the late afternoon and early evening. The extremely high temps expected to continue for several more days. An amusement park in Ohio is permanently closing the world's second tallest roller coaster. The decision, announced Tuesday by Cedar Point, comes a year after a small metal object fell off the 420-foot-tall Top Thrill Dragster coaster and struck a woman in the head at the park. A state investigation found no evidence that the park acted illegally or had reason to believe the ride was unsafe. It has remained closed since the August 15th, 2021 accident. And for the first time since COVID-19 brought air travel to a standstill, the number of people streaming through U.S. airport security checkpoints over a holiday weekend exceeded pre-pandemic levels. The summer travel season ended on a busy note as more than 8.7 million people passed through security in the last 4 days, topping the Labor Day weekend of 2019. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. Listen, I have front row seats to a barn raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep.
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep. I said beep. Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the Three Little Pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Josh Arnold in the upside sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Well, hello.
There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, I have an email for you.
Okay.
Short and sweet. This is from Joshua. Buy me a pig, Tom. Right there. You see that? Right there. Yes, indeed.
We're not getting a pet pig. We were talking about this news story in Japan. This famous porn star, fully clothed, got hugged by, 3,000 people?
No, she hugged them. They could not hug her. That was the big part of the story.
People lined up to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, 3,163 fans during a 24-hour-long event in Tokyo.
Oh, man.
So,
did she get pee breaks? Did she eat?
I assume so. And this led me to wonder if they were pixelating out their arms because they famously pixelate all the porno. So here's this is a question. I'm asking this in a legitimate way. Is there a pixelating program for the iPhone or any other?
Boy.
Well, I'm sure there is.
I'm certain there is.
In other words, if you wanted to do a series of D-pics, could you...
I know that I have an app where I can shade things out.
You can add a pixelation.
Yeah,
to
you
it
can
as
like
well.
make it.
Oh, that's cool.
I think you can in some camera
Like
options
Snapseed
too.
or
So
whatever
I guess
it's
so
called.
in Japan, do Japanese men send D-pics that are pixelated? No, I'm asking.
I doubt it. But, yeah, that's fun. I mean, it's
Do you
funny.
think culturally would the D-pic thing be a big no-no there?
I would think so.
Not that it's a brilliant idea here, certainly.
I don't know.
Very,
Maybe it's
very
even
common.
more wanted because they can't see it, right?
I'm not sure.
In their porno, there's no actual genitalia shown. Is that correct?
I'm sure they want it though.
I know. Nobody's happy about that. There's
Who
no way.
doesn't want it, right, Tom? Oh,
I don't know. I don't need any. I don't need any genitalia shots.
No, none.
Ooh, genitalia shots. That'd be fun at a bar. You know, they're shaped kind of funny.
Wow,
That's
a lot of slurping.
No, one of the
Gelatin in there?
one of the photo booths, dick pics only, and you go in there.
You can just, it's just,
Yeah.
everybody can see the upper half
Right.
of you just standing in front of a box.
I know I can blur things out on this. Yeah, you can probably do
That's pretty
that.
wild. So
I'm just asking you, is there a pixelating
there is.
program app or
That's
whatever?
good.
Okay. Could you grab that?
They can hear you. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your pickled program.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Sometimes we eat them just right out of the jar.
Yeah.
I believe I heard y'all talking about that truck that dumped a bunch of Alfredo sauce all over half of Tennessee.
Yeah. Everywhere, Alfredo sauce. Yeah.
I kicked the shine when I heard that. That's what I call whiteout conditions. Get it?
I get it. Yeah.
That's very good.
I haven't tell you about the time I dumped a whole load of avocados on the highway myself.
No.
Her Big D was riding shotgun that day with our dog Pepper. I hit the brakes, scared Pepper so hard she let out a little mess right on Big D. Kindly ruined the dress she got from the fashion bug.
No kidding.
Well, between the mess on the road and the mess in the lap, you could say life was the pits for me.
Yeah, I'll say.
Get it?
Yeah.
On account avocados have pits in them.
Yeah. Right.
Well, anywho, avocados may taste good, but they're kind of tough to deal with, you know. It's hard getting inside to get the good stuff out, but you don't really have a problem like that when you're dealing with the Cadbury egg.
Oh, no,
No,
you're right.
you don't.
Edible shell.
Boy, old Queen Elizabeth can't go 2 days without making the paper, can she?
Oh, she's fodder for
I'll hang
news.
up and listen to you answer.
Oh,
What was the question? I have no idea.
They had a new, prime minister yesterday.
And we've had a weird bunch of truck spills lately.
Tomatoes.
Two tomatoes, and then the
Alfredo.
Alfredo sauce in Tennessee spilling all over the highway.
Man.
It's an Italian restaurant on the road.
Was it a tanker truck filled with Alfredo? That's what I like to think.
Actually,
No, they were in jars, I think. Yeah, they were in jars.
That's not as cool.
Yeah, I do like that, though. There's just
Like the milk trucks.
right.
I like the angle that it is a massive takeout or delivery, and they're having they hooked the nozzle up to.
Well, I would tell you, but
Okay.
it wants my password again. God, I hate this.
Oh, man.
You subscribe to a paper, then every time you want to look at it, you've got a email password. Sorry, I've lost interest now.
You're tough, but you're fair.
It's just so annoying. If you pay for the service and then
That's why I
just
don't.
get a password manager there. Super easy, really simple.
Hey, the Canadian Army is investigating a video of what appears to be a paratrooper drinking a beer. According to the Ottawa Citizen, the video making the rounds on social media shows a Canadian parachuting over a large body of water. He holds up a can of beer, cracks it open, takes a sip, and says to the camera, "The government as in like cheer.
Yeah.
And then shakes his head. National Defense spokesman Dan Le Boutillier said the video.
Boutillier.
Said the video was filmed during recent parachute training at Garrison Petawawa. Le Boutillier said the soldier was from the Quebec-based Royal 22nd Regiment. He added the soldier in the video is no longer serving, having left the Canadian Forces on September 1st.
What's the big deal here?
He's on duty. He's in the middle of some kind of looks like war games, and he's jumping out of an airplane and drinking a beer. It's kind of funny.
Sounds like a Greg Hahn thing to me.
He's part of the Royal Canadian Beer Force. That's I don't know, but that's not the good parachute story.
Minnesota woman celebrated her 91st birthday by going skydiving. After last year's birthday jump was postponed, Ida Shannon went tandem skydiving with the support.
You know what I'd have done?
Of the Heights Church in Columbia Heights. Shannon, who turns 91 later this month, told WCCO TV,
"We're cool."
Quote,
no. Okay, fine.
Life would be pretty dull if you don't embrace adventures. By the way, Ida raised 10 kids and worked into her 80s.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Is that great?
Bitches.
Fun.
She has more energy than I do. That's impressive.
Have you seen the video, the sound of the queef?
Oh, there
flapping.
we
Go, Tom, go.
Incidentally, she is 91 years old. She is the last remaining skydiver that actually knew Geronimo.
Oh,
is that right?
Hey, Grandma, I see you yelled Geronimo. Yes, I was having a fond memory.
Didn't former President Bush do this at like 90 or 91?
He sure did,
or
yeah.
something?
And then he threw up when he landed or something.
Oh, really?
No, he threw up on the Prime Minister of Japan.
Oh, that's
right.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
If you've had enough of the song from Frozen called Let It Go, you're not alone.
what is this, a story from 2012?
A new survey has found that nearly half of parents can't stand their kids' music.
That's almost 50%.
According to the survey of 2,000 parents, 47% reported disliking their children's music. 2 in 5 familiar with children's movies Frozen and Moana, but only 29% knew about the TV series Steven Universe. So we're talking little kids. We're not talking like I hate my kids' music.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, Frozen and Moana have some terrific music.
Oh, Moana's great.
But you know what? They have to be tired of it, just tired of it.
Because you've watched it.
The same song over and over.
Yeah.
I think you're the only one that can comment on this story right now.
What's interesting to me, as I mentioned this earlier, is that there's so much really great music that's showing up in movies and in on Netflix and everything else. What was the most recent one?
Sing 2.
Encanto, that took over.
Yeah, but a bunch of the stuff in Sing 2 was showing. There's a Journey song that my little girls are walking around the house
Well, how about
singing.
the resurgence of Kate Bush?
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, that was a
Summer
Stranger
Song of the Year.
A Stranger Things.
Excuse a little older, but yeah,
Right.
that thing. Who
Yeah.
knew that would all of a sudden be a huge hit?
Yeah, that's in the news today.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I think this is probably more like stuff like Baby Shark.
Yeah, we're talking children's
You know,
music.
do you want to hear this again? No, thank you. Yeah, but when you're little, that's so great.
Yeah, the story doesn't. That's a silly poem.
Yeah, I thought this meant that people like our age hate like Willie's music.
Like Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Oh, I hate this. This is the one from yesterday that this guy wrote the letter.
Seabat?
Seabat that he
No, this is the name of the song. The song is called Seabat.
was it Hudson DeHawk or something?
Hudson Mohawk.
Hudson Mohawk, and this guy wanted to. His girlfriend left him because he kept playing this while they were in bed.
Yeah.
This one. So far, it's so good, and then this starts.
It sounds like a joke.
I mean, this makes me long for Baby Shark. That is just awful.
Are you ready to be annoyed?
You know what they need? Start it again. Start it again, Tom. Start it up, baby. Are you ready?
How does it start so loud?
Are you ready?
Oh. Yeah.
Sadly, you're better.
Hudson Mohawk feat Chick McGee.
The remix.
Yeah, that's awful.
Well, this is nothing new. I mean, did your mom and dad like the Beatles? You know, this is all...
yeah, I know.
No.
That's right. I remember a disc jockey saying, the Beatles must go.
Remember the James Bond
Breaking a
film
record.
where he disses the Beatles?
Nope.
No, I don't.
I really
do
don't.
not.
Yeah, there's a famous. Is it in From Russia with Love or Goldfinger or Dr. No? And one of them.
That's how famous
Oh,
it is.
there.
Yeah, I always remember it.
What was the line?
He just. I'll have to dig it up. I wish Pat were here. He'd probably remember.
Or he'd say he did.
But it was a James Bond thing.
Are all the sound effects too loud for everybody?
Yeah, they're very loud. Thank you. Would you turn that down just a
If
little?
it's too loud, you're too old.
And that's the young kid over there.
Okay, what else you got?
Nearly 130,000 people in the United States have the name Alexa. It gained popularity, of course, after Billy Joel and model Christy Brinkley named their daughter Alexa back in 1985.
I doubt it.
In 2015, more than 6,000 baby girls in the United States were named Alexa, according to the Social Security Administration data. According to University of Maryland professor Philip Cohen, though, fewer parents are naming their baby girls Alexa. Why? Due to Amazon's Alexa device. In 2017, only 3,883 girls were named Alexa. In 2020, only about 1,300 babies were given that name.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, though. That's going to be fading.
Do you know where Jeff Bezos got the name for that?
Oh, I love this joke. Where did he get it from?
Apparently, it was inspired by Star Trek.
Oh, that's not the joke I was thinking of.
Is there an Alexa on Star Trek?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the shower intern.
Just computer.
Episode number 9.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Welcome to the
you were
Tribbles.
talking earlier about Katrina and how that name
Yeah.
following the hurricane. It's a beautiful name.
It is, yeah.
I hear, but I mean, Alexa's dropped in popularity. So has the name for the kid, Bluetooth.
Oh, that, yeah. You don't hear
Siri.
that much anymore.
You don't meet any kid's name OK Google Play anymore.
No,
you don't.
You know, though, when we say Alexa, everybody's Alexa goes off.
I know.
They just if I mean, obviously, if it's loud enough, but it works. Mine goes off during TV shows sometimes. And not necessarily Alexa. It'll hear something.
Alexa, search for pigs for sale.
Yes.
You want to clarify? You don't mean whores.
I don't.
You mean an actual mini.
Or cops. You know what? Let's just be mean to everybody.
Yes.
What are you doing?
That's right. And you can't call us if you're a cop, because that's entrapment, the way I understand it.
No, we are not getting a pet pig. I'm just telling you.
What about a teacup pig? It's like a little dog without hair.
No, they grow
Here's
to
the
be
James
big
Bond
pigs.
thing I was talking about. I can't believe Dean found this quickly. This is from Goldfinger, which, of course, one of the greatest.
Goldfinger.
Here's the line.
My dear girl, there are some things that just aren't done, such as drinking Dom Perignon 53 above a temperature of 38 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
That's as bad as listening to the Beatles without earmuffs.
Without earmuffs.
Listening to the Beatles without earmuffs. That's the original and the real James
He's drinking his Dom Perignon at 38 degrees. That's a little chilly.
Well, that's how it's done, young lady.
That's almost frozen.
That's right.
Let's listen again. Here we go.
My dear girl, there are some things that just aren't done, such as drinking Dom Perignon 53 above a temperature of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. That's as bad as listening to the Beatles without earmuffs.
Wow.
So I guess they were thinking that the Beatles weren't going to make it.
If that was Bond, he was the sex symbol, so he probably didn't want to deal with these little teeny boppers. Like, whatever, Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm Bond.
But he called that one wrong. One of the rare missteps by James Bond.
Oh, no, I bet all Bonds do not care for the Beatles. They wouldn't listen to that. No way.
Yeah, really?
Sours before 5.
Exactly.
I prefer the monkeys.
Oh, what if Bond was a huge monkey fan?
They monkey around.
I'm a daydream believer.
Wouldn't Goldfinger make him, as the laser beam is approaching his groin, he starts playing Beatles music just to torture him?
Turns out you need some help.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever seen Goldfinger?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It's a classic. Did you see any of the more recent Bond films?
Yeah, I really like them.
See the one where they dig out the old car from back in the day?
Real dumb.
What's the original car from the first Bond movie that everyone thinks of?
The Aston Martin?
Aston
Is that
Martin.
like the the image or the?
Oh, it was a Nash Rambler. Remember?
Yeah, but
Nash Rambler.
No,
That's right.
The one that had the famous ejection seat. One of the greatest moves of all time. Fortunately, he forgot he did open the sunroof. That's a great scene. If he flips over the stick shift thing, presses the button, and the guy gets ejected out of the car.
Yeah,
that's
that's
great
something.
stuff. Highly unlikely in real life, of course. It had the shield in the back to you press the button and this thing pops up in the trunk to keep the bullets from hitting.
Do you have an endorsement for the next Bond? Any thoughts on that?
I have no idea.
Well, it begins and ends with Idris Elba, of course.
They've already said that's not going to happen.
I know, but I think he's just posturing.
You think so?
Holding out for more money?
That's right.
I think it'll be a male and from Britain, I believe.
What about Harry Styles? How about
No.
it might be a lady, though, right? Isn't that the thing?
If they want to stop making money, they can do that.
They made Doc Who a lady, right? Didn't they? Yeah. Doctor Who was a lady there for a bit.
Harry Styles as James Bond? Whoa.
That could probably work. Because they were talking about Henry Cavill for a while, right?
Yeah, they were, but he's probably too old now, isn't he?
Henry Winkler.
Yeah, I say we do that.
Great actor.
I would love Henry Winkler as James Bond.
Oh, he's a great actor.
Fonzarelli.
Yeah.
Arthur.
That'd be great. Right now, as they say, the sun might be setting on summer. But not yet. We're calling it too early. The summer's going to be hanging around for a long time. Still a great time for food. What time of year isn't? HelloFresh wants to help you savor the last bits of summer with some great summer-like food. Farm fresh ingredients delivered to your door. How does HelloFresh work? Well, it's all in the box. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. 55 meals to choose from every week, whatever kind of food you're into. You could be into family-friendly stuff or maybe super fit stuff, maybe vegetarian, whatever it is. They've got a choice for you. And you can switch it up. You can change the sides. You can swap the protein. It's all very simple, and it's all from HelloFresh. What's the latest over there, Willie?
One of my favorites, the bruschetta chicken with a mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful chicken dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
Now, find out more by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Use that code BTShow16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes. Some of these are super quick. So you can put them together, and it's restaurant quality stuff. Even the kids will clean their plates. The code is BTShow16. 16 free meals at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Something to please everybody. Check out those 55 items at least to choose from every week. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, something for you, Josh. The remains of a vampire have been found.
Yikes.
In an archaeological dig. It's rather unusual. Also coming up, a show we call Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
It's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
not.
I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell.
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
I got a little carried away listening to that. I'm Mark Allison, and you're tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. Do you have the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Well, you should tell them it's free and available in the iTunes or Google Play Store. They can download the app once they have it downloaded for free. Did I mention it's free? Listening to your local radio station, tuning into us at Bob and Tom 24/7. You can contact us directly via text or email with just one click through the app. Plus, you can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the Bob and Tom Show. Imagine that. Christy Lee, the first voice you hear in the morning. Well, don't tell your wife or girlfriend, but, you know, not all things are bad in the world, and the Bob and Tom Show app is awesome. Again, a lot of people don't know what's available and what they can do with it, and listening to your local station is kind of key. You can listen to it anywhere, and you can listen to us, Bob and Tom 24/7, from anywhere in the world. We get listened to from everywhere in the world. That's how I know. I go through the email. We hear from Belgium. We hear from Denmark. We hear from Germany. We hear from Asia. We hear from Europe. We hear from everywhere through the Bob and Tom app. And you can always email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Allie Breen coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. U.S. Open at Flushing Meadows. Caroline Garcia has beaten 18-year-old American Coco Gauff 6-3, 6-4 to reach her first Grand Slam semifinal at the age of 28. College football, Georgia moved up to number 2 in the first AP college football poll of the regular season. The Bulldogs pass Ohio State after the defending national champions dominated their opener over Oregon, and Alabama remains number 1. The Bulldogs narrow the gap on the Crimson Tide, though, and Ohio State slipped to number 3 and received 2 first-place votes. Michigan moved up 4 spots to number 4, and Clemson is at number 5. WNBA playoff action last night. Connecticut forces a Game 5. They beat Chicago 104-80, and Las Vegas advances to the finals, beating Seattle and Sue Bird last night 97-92. Major League Baseball, 1 interleague game. Braves over the A's 10-9. In the American League, a bench-clearing brawl, but Baltimore beats Toronto 9-6. Also winning in the American League, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Texas, the Angels, and Seattle. And in the National League, your winners, Pittsburgh, Philly, St. Louis, the Cubs, Colorado, Dodgers, and San Diego. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Oh.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice stay with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Good
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. That was what a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm
going. Our first one next week.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Josh Arnold, the Upside Sidekick Chair.
Hey, chick.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
In his hoodie.
It's very cold in here now.
Very nice, yes. About the time. I'm Chick McGee. I'm wearing a wool sweater. Thank you. And here's Tom Griswold.
We have a very special request coming up.
Oh, what joke of mine would they like to hear?
But first, you're close.
Real comedy. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
A thief stole the wheels off my car last night.
Oh, no.
I am working tirelessly to find him.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I loved it. That's one of the best.
You think so?
Yes. I'm putting that in my top 10.
Really? Thank you very much.
Tirelessly.
Working tirelessly to find it.
Yes, thank you very much, Ace.
Yeah, because there's not any time.
Yeah. Oh, you get it. Yeah.
So you understand the broader idea behind this.
There's a commercial out there right now that does a little fun joke like this, and I feel like they were inspired by the Ace joke of the day and not a Laffy Taffy rapper.
Yeah.
That's all because of you.
I would agree.
What was the joke?
I don't remember. Which is
Thanks for
why
bringing it up.
it's probably inspired by Ace's joke of the day.
Okay.
Should have wrote it down.
I'm sorry. Christy Lee is remaining at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
The old remains of a suspected vampire have been uncovered in Poland.
Oh, my.
According to the Daily Mail, the female skeleton was found during an archaeological work at a 17th century cemetery in the village of Pien.
Ruh-roh.
The skeleton, which
P-Y-E-N.
P-Y-E-N.
Don't get distracted and let her get to the story.
The skeleton, which had a protruding front tooth, was buried with a sickle pinned across her throat. An action intended to prevent the woman from returning from the dead.
That's right. So if she raises from the dead, it'll immediately decapitate.
So it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, she certainly didn't rise, did she?
Nope.
Wow.
Research leader, Professor Dariusz Polinsky.
Oh, he's very good.
Said the sickle was placed on the neck in such a way that if the deceased had tried to get up, most likely the head would have been cut off or injured, as Josh just mentioned. He added in other ways to protect against the return of the dead, including cutting off the head or legs, placing the deceased face down to bite into the ground, burning them, and smashing them with a stone.
Oh, yeah.
In addition to the sickle, Josh, the skeleton was found with a padlocked toe as another precautionary measure.
Isn't that, I mean, that's the part that gets me about this story.
What do they need to padlock the toe for?
Locks them in there.
I guess, but I mean, they're concerned about them getting up and walking around. But if they move, their throat's going to be cut.
The skeleton also had on a silk cap, indicating the woman held a high social status.
Oh.
Researchers at the time said, according to folk wisdom, a sickle protected women in labor, children, and dead against evil spirits. It also had a role in rituals designed to counter black magic and witchcraft.
Sure.
So was it a vampire or not?
Well,
who knows? But whoever buried her definitely didn't want her to rise.
No.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Very.
And, but it's a sickle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's any connection to communism here.
Oh, my God.
Red.
The hammer and sickle logo. Maybe.
Yeah, actually, it's a stake. And it used to be a hammer, stake, and sickle, but they got rid of the stake.
17th century.
What is it? Better dead than red, right?
Yeah. And man, female vampires are the deadlier of the species.
Why is that?
Well, they lose so much blood every month. They need to recoup.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have to drink
there you
extra.
go.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Bleed out of their
I
vaginas.
do know what you mean.
Yeah.
The padlock
Boy, that
toe,
would
though, is
suck.
the
Live
padlock
forever
toe
and have to do that.
throws me.
Yeah, that's just some weird,
That is weird.
old I mean, all this is weird.
But the fact that they did both those things to this corpse.
It makes sense.
They did not want whoever this was coming back.
Just because you have a defensive line doesn't mean you don't have a secondary out there. You got to make sure you cover all your bases.
Okay. So she had a padlock on her toe.
Right.
But not her arms?
Hey, chick, talk about a footlocker, huh?
How about that one?
I put that with his top 10. Along with Ace Cosby. This has been quite the break.
Do you own a padlock right now? Do you have access to a padlock right now?
Yeah.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What for? Oh, the gym thing, probably?
Oh, you lock your locker?
Don't they have lockers?
I still know my combination from junior high
you
school.
had a great.
Oh, my gosh.
You had a great locker
That's
combination.
awesome.
8, 18, 28.
It was amazing.
I'm writing that down. I'm going to break in. 8, 18, 28.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Was
That's a good
great.
one. Yeah.
And now you can buy your own lock and set them whatever you want.
You can buy safes and do that too. You set up the lock.
Yeah. But
69, 69.
Pound.
Come on, we're not passing out passwords again. Josh got mad at me the last time I did his.
Yeah, it was. I didn't want it out there.
What was your password?
Mom 69.
Actually, I think
Jesus.
the first time you said it, Tom, it was 69 and my mother's birthday.
I didn't have time to rethink the joke.
No, it's fine. Oh, boy. Mom 69.
So sorry. Anyway.
So she only had one elongated tooth?
Yeah, one.
That's interesting.
Old snaggletooth.
The one broke off in action.
The whole thing is just weird.
Yeah.
That they really wanted her dead. And I guess this is the second, in this archaeological dig, this is apparently the second one they found.
Okay.
Why are we digging her? Why are we examining this? If they put a sickle in there, they don't want us to look at it. They don't want her gone.
Yep.
Why are these scientists goofing
We're
around?
messing around where we shouldn't be messing around with
Yeah,
it.
something bad's going to happen to these people.
This could be the beginning of a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or a real crappy one. I've seen many. I've seen both. The horror genres.
Yeah, they're going to have to have a better title than The Padlocked Toe.
Yeah.
No one's going to go see
I've
that.
seen it go both ways. I don't know. I think the Coen brothers could pull that off.
The Padlocked Toe?
Yeah.
I think maybe the sickle in the throat would be better.
Sickle in the grave, sickle in the coffin.
I'd rather
Sickle.
be a hammer than a nail.
That's it. I'd rather be a hammer.
I'd rather be a sickle than a goat.
Okay. Coming up, we're going to be doing the show Sexy Time. Got a request for something here. This is...
Is it for me to get off the show?
No, it's about you, actually. And it kind of involves something that was referenced during the Dick Hitswater segment, where some guy broke into the Laugh Factory green room and started wildly masturbating.
Did you see that video?
Wow. Last time that happened, Louis C.K. was performing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, that's what he gets for not coming on the show.
Oh, come on, the show.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on the show before.
He likes us.
Here's the tribute.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been in jail.
Whatever for?
Excessive masturbation. I can't believe the laws in this country.
You got that right. That's why I'm voting for Chick McGee for Congress.
Chick McGee? Never heard of him.
You've never heard of Chick McGee? Why, he's the Rosa Parks of excessive public masturbation.
You mean he did it on a bus?
I'm not sure, but probably yeah.
Oh, I guess he does stand for the little guy. Not like his opponent, Jack Wilson. This year, I think I'm going to vote Jack off the ballot and pull the handle of Chick McGee for Congress.
Hello, I'm Chick McGee, and I'm running for Congress in your district. Masturbation is no crime. I promise you that as your congressman, I'll take a hard stance in Washington. Right after I take a nap.
This message paid for by the friends of Chick McGee, Paul Rubens' treasurer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now Paul Rubens isn't coming all night.
The Rosa Parks of public masturbation.
All you have
gotta
to
love that.
do now is have Josh do and voice that. It's updated. Wow.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Are you going to run? Okay. When we come back, we're just around the corner. It's going to be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, Ken Tarmac, we just landed. I know. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. And for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media sites. We know you kids love your social media. And we are on Instagram and Facebook. We're all over the place, including bobandtom.com. That's where you'll find everything centrally located for your viewing pleasure. Also, we have videos. There's Ace Cosby telling a joke. There is Pat Godwin playing his guitar and singing a song, making you laugh. And the Bob and Tom Show puppets, have I mentioned them? Smack Tom and Word on the Street, the Bob and Tom Show puppets, could be debuting something new soon. We hope. It's nearing the end of the year with Christmas. We still have the whole NFL season to go through. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Emerson, Lake and Palmer will tour again, even though drummer Carl Palmer is the only living member. Palmer has worked the estates of Keith Emerson and Greg Lake to create a concert experience in which Palmer plays live with video footage of Emerson and Lake. Palmer said in a statement he looked into using holograms but felt they were not honest. Welcome back, my friends. The return of Emerson, Lake and Palmer begins November 18th in Philadelphia. Billboard magazine has declared As It Was by Harry Styles the song of the summer. The assessment's based on streaming, airplay, and sales from Memorial Day to Labor Day. As It Was edges out Lizzo's About Damn Time for the top spot. Maybe the only person you've ever heard of is Kate Bush. She lands at number 5 with Running Up That Hill, thanks to Stranger Things, the TV show, which was the number 1 song for the summer in the UK, actually, but topped out at number 5 here. And Josh Groban's going to star on Broadway in the musical Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Groban will co-star with Tony Award winner Annalee Ashford. The musical will begin performances on February 26th and have opening night on March 26th. Groban debuted on Broadway back in 2017 in Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sex is so prevalent in our society that nobody mentions what happens if you keep having it. You know, that I think every porno movie should end with giving birth to triplets. You know, just as a disclaimer, you know. So everybody knows, you know, what you get, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. You know, track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chicky poo.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chickmeister.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and we have an email.
And it's a Wednesday that seems like a Tuesday, doesn't it?
It sure does.
And so, I mean, I'm wondering if, with Ace coming off that super hot Ace Cosby joke of the day, if we should do maybe a 2 for Wednesday.
No. Brush your luck, huh?
No.
People need laughter.
No.
Yes, they do. Which is why we'll stick to just the one today.
Hello. Hello, you big dummies.
Oh, hi.
And good morning, ladies.
Hi.
Well, since Chick is talking about being able to shoot the rock, bet him if he can make 9 out of 10 free throws, you get him a pig.
Oh.
But if he doesn't, then he has to wear a pig costume.
Oh, I'm in for that.
I'd wear a pig costume.
You're not going to get 5 out of 10.
Wow. Why are you so confident that I can't shoot a basketball?
Words.
There's no way you're going to get 9 out of 10 free throws.
Well, no, you just said 5 out of 10.
No, the bet's 9 out of 10.
Well, I think we should change the bet then.
You got this, man.
Hang on. Christy's upset. Hang on.
Oh. What's the matter, Christy?
Nothing. I'm just sitting there listening to you
gonna
two
take care
argue
of
over nothing.
If these two guys get a pig, are you going to take care of it?
No, Willie's going to take care of it.
You
We've
took care of it.
already determined.
Chinchilla.
You're going to
She died. Shush.
hotbox that pig immediately.
Pigs love smoking weed. Everybody knows that.
You like eating weeds.
Oh, that's the first thing we do is get the pig high.
But the great thing is,
We're
when
not
you go
getting
travel,
animals high, and we're not getting a pig.
When you travel, Sam can come over and take care of the pig while you're gone.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Boy, we'll come home to a lovely honey glazed ham.
Yeah. Sam is an excellent chef, and that'd be very, very tempting.
You get a phone call, Willie. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about the pig.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it'll be fine.
But it
Luau
was
night.
delicious.
Sam will take the big green egg and cook that pig.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
Ace, actually, I got to tell you, Ace may have a pretty good idea here.
That's every day.
Don't push your luck.
Yeah.
Well,
Ace
that's
is
impossible.
suggesting that to kick off the NFL season tomorrow, we should do another grill out with the big green egg. Now, we don't have time to get it ready for tomorrow, but I think perhaps a couple Thursdays this football season, we should be grilling some pork. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you said a couple racks. So who's going to get up at 1 a.m. to start those babies?
Oh, Eddie.
Poor Eddie.
Eddie loves the grill.
Eddie loves
Not
grilling.
He
at
also
1 in
loves
the
to sleep
morning.
and see his family and not deal with us morons.
No.
His kids are all out in college.
Yeah, according to Tom, Eddie doesn't have anything to do.
We're doing him a favor.
He's looking for stuff
Talk
to
to
do.
his wife. Maybe she'd like to go to dinner sometime with her husband.
I don't want to do that. No.
At last, we agree on something.
Eddie, I just got him some nice bourbons.
Well, that should hold him over.
I called a friend of ours.
The bourbon guy?
Who gave you that idea?
Thank you, Ace. What is Bernie's title?
No
He's-
end to this guy.
Bernie Lubbers is I think he's the
Ambassador of bourbon
the
or
ambassador
something?
of bourbon for the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Yeah.
I called Bernie and got the names of some really good bourbons, and I got them for Eddie because he's a bourbon guy. I wanted to thank him for some stuff. And that reminds me, we're going to be in Kentucky coming up a week from Friday.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you give Eddie a bonus instead of liquor so he can buy whatever he wants?
It was very generous of you, Tom.
I think it's nice. It honestly, it kind of hurts a little bit to hear the measures you go through and the thoughtful gifts you get for other people. The last gift you got me was a floor mat. It says Willie G. ever since 1994, which is not the year I was born.
The last gift your dad gave you, you're speaking into.
Trust me, Josh. A lot of people on the internet tell me that every day. And you're just as funny as they are with your musings over there.
I wasn't being as...
I think you were.
It's tacky giving someone cash, but giving them something that they're not going to
Not if you work. He works for you, you lunatic.
He gets a paycheck, unlike you. He gets...
I told you that I was independently wealthy in confidence, okay?
The point is, speaking of bourbon, I was trying to get somewhere with this. A week from Friday, we're going to be doing this show with Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols live from a place called 4th Street Live, Louisville, Kentucky. Hope to see you there. We'll give you some details on where we're going to be.
That'll be fun.
If you come early enough, we're going to have some very special posters.
Really?
I'm finishing those up, I hope, today.
But you got to get up pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, so we'll hope to see you at 4th Street Live. Once again, Bourbon and Beyond is a huge music festival that's going to be coming to Louisville starting next week. So we'll give you more details on that. In the meantime, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. Have we missed anything?
Heck yeah. A chimpanzee that escaped from a zoo in Ukraine was wheeled back on a bicycle. According to The Guardian, staff at the Kharkiv City Zoo struggled to persuade Chi-Chi to return to them after she escaped to wander around streets in a nearby park.
That sounds like a circus act now.
Chi-Chi.
They're wheeling her back to...
However...
Well, here's the thing. Did you mention the Dateline? This is in the Ukraine.
I did say the Ukraine,
I know,
yes.
but think, I mean... Even if you were a chimp, wouldn't you want to get the hell out of there? You don't worry about the 4 o'clock bombing.
However, when it started to rain, Chi-Chi ran to a keeper who put a yellow jacket on her. A video shows the pair hugging before Chi-Chi's placed onto the seat of the bicycle and wheeled off. The zoo's director confirmed to Ukraine's public broadcaster that the animal was safely back in the zoo shortly thereafter. So was the chimpanzee riding the bicycle?
Yeah.
They can ride bikes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do in the wild. You've never heard of the famous Schwinn tribe of chimps?
Christy, they were pushing him on it.
Thank you. There was no way the chimpanzee was riding the bicycle.
Chick, how do you
Chimpanzee can ride a bicycle.
And Chick, you know a little bit about this, right? How do you get a chimp to ride a bike?
Well, you beat them. And then when they're and when they get on the bikes and start to ride away, the beating stops.
Stop.
If you were a chimp and you were living in Ukraine, wouldn't you want to run for the border, such as it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Taco Bell.
The chimps really scare me because
ever
since they bit the face off that
You
lady.
cannot watch Nope.
Oh, is there a scary chimp in there?
Yeah, there's a chimp in
That's
there.
the
all right.
scary part of it for me. Right there. Jiminy Christmas.
I've actually held a chimpanzee.
Well, you're not.
They smell immediately.
This was a baby chimp. I wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
But it was one of those things where there was some animal guy in here and they brought in this baby chimp and looked really cute.
I was scared of them before, but now I'm terrified of them. I'll never be in a room with a chimp, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, so in any event, yeah, if you've seen the video of this thing, yeah, it's kind of sweet. And I think it's sort of funny that you're in the Ukraine and there's a chimp named Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Remember that restaurant, Chi-Chi's? Is that
my gosh.
Is that still anywhere?
I miss those chimichangas to this day.
A Chi-Chi's chimichanga?
Yes.
Did you know that was started by, I think this
Football
is right,
guy,
Max McGee, a tight end for the Green Bay Packers, and his wife's name was Chi-Chi.
Really?
Do they have their own brand of salsa?
Yeah,
Yes.
You still buy the salsa and the chips in
Yeah.
stores.
Okay, yeah,
in restaurants now.
Yeah, but no more.
The restaurants were actually replaced by real Mexican restaurants.
Oh, stop. There's nothing wrong with Chi-Chi's.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Well, apparently there must have been something wrong.
Yeah.
They've all closed.
Yeah, something-
So I think
something wasn't right.
As they say in one of those stupid shows, America voted.
Hell.
Big Brother.
What the hell's wrong? Why didn't you like Chi-Chi's?
Yeah, what's bugging your ass about Chi-Chi's?
Well, okay.
I know you probably don't have honest Mexican food unless you go to Mexico City.
Yeah, or some.
No.
Or
There's
Mazatlan.
No,
or
there's
some
great Mexican food everywhere now.
A California homeowner's efforts to get rid of a gopher problem ended with her carport burning to the ground. Sounds lovely. Shasta County, California fire officials responded to a fire in a carport and mobile home in Redding.
Hey, nobody's going to get this, but they wanted to call Shasta County Pop County.
Yeah, if you can't afford Coke County or Pepsi County, you go to Shasta County.
Mm-hmm. I want a Shasta. I want a pop.
Do you know what Shasta is? Shasta
apparently,
Cola?
I'm guessing from your discussion, it's some kind of lower level cola.
Well, some would say it's
you could get it at Chi-Chi's. Now, moving on.
Is Shasta like a generic brand of Coke?
Yeah, it's like a Faygo.
Right.
Hey, we don't do that anymore.
You like? We can't say Faygo anymore?
Authorities determined the fire was caused after the resident used a gopher gasser.
And by the way, Bobo's no Faygo.
That's right.
Hang on a second. Slow down. What's the Bobo gas? What is it?
A gopher gasser?
The gopher gasser. That
It's a
sounds
cartridge that is triggered.
The gopher gasser sounds like a sex move.
It's triggered
she
by...
won't speak to me anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Christy.
First I gave her the Dutch oven, then I lit it. That's the gopher gasser.
It's actually a cartridge triggered by a flame. Placed it underneath the home, hoping to get rid of the underground pests.
Nothing funner than burning some gophers, right?
Yeah, especially during a drought in California. That's a great idea.
Little gophers running down away on fire. That's
so
hilarious.
the gopher gasser, then you have to light it?
Yes.
Well, how do you think they burn if you don't light them?
It's triggered by a flame.
And then what, the smoke from the gopher gasser?
Must take them out. Yeah, I must kill them.
Well, they need a spark.
But she accidentally burned down her carport.
Yeah.
What's it? Of course.
She's lucky that's as far
There's
as
a lot of places right now where you can't have any open flame out there.
That's a bummer.
That's what they're saying.
That carport is probably, boy, you're talking $300-$400.
No, but it could have set the whole neighborhood on fire.
We had a lovely carport growing up.
Who the hell can afford a carport? What are these people,
So
millionaires?
if this thing works,
Well, it's outside of a mobile home.
Does it cook the gophers in the?
No, it probably just suffocates them.
It probably is like a carbon monoxide
kind of
poisoning or something.
Because I've got a gopher issue.
Do you really?
Oh, absolutely.
You better call Carl. He'll take care of it for you.
Oh, Carl Spackler?
Hey, what's your problem? You got some gophers?
There's a song about these gophers in Shasta County, chick.
Really? It is?
Might as well go for a soda.
Wow, that is obscure.
Too bad Pat's
Nobody
not here.
hurts. Nobody dies.
Wow. Okay. That's the Canadian guy. What's his name?
Kim Mitchell.
Kim Mitchell.
Yeah,
that's
go
right.
for soda.
Should be prime minister.
Soda.
Okay. Now, I will inform you that coming up we have a special show. I'll let you do the introduction, Christy. What is just around the corner?
Sexy time.
Sexy time.
Yeah, I can't really do it like you do.
With Allie Breen. Now, if Chick McGee were at his compound, wanted a little privacy for a little sexy time.
Getting her little sexy time, I'd lock the compound down. And you'd see me go to my Simply Safe base keypad and lock it all down.
Now, what kind of base keypad do you have? The 2000 or the 2005 base keypad?
Oh, that's right. Simply Safe blankets your home in protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, door, HD security cameras inside and outside your home, Tom. Battery powered. They're amazing. Smarter ways to detect motion that only alert you.
And be honest, how many cameras do you have?
Real 9.
9.
Soon to have 11.
Getting 2 more?
There are 2 more on the. I got a couple.
Where are you going to put them?
I got a couple of dead spots. I want to go around the house.
Okay.
I don't want to say where my dead spot is.
You want
because
coverage.
That's where they'll come in.
Are those the basic cameras? Or?
I need coverage. High def. High def, Daddy. You know they have a lot of video of me walking around in my house somewhere. I don't know where it is, but
Are
me
you
and the
naked?
Me and the dog. You know what? If you get up in the morning and go out on the deck with your dog, naked, dog doesn't mind at all.
Really?
That's the great thing about dogs.
Yep, she's just right there.
You can get your dog, hop in the car, drive to the mall, get out of the car, walk in. Dog would be looking around like nothing was wrong.
Totally naked.
Limited amount of time here.
Yes. then your dog would be taken to some shelter while you were cuffed.
Old school home security companies set you up with outdated technology, overcharge you for service, and lock you into awful binding multi-year contracts. Not Simply Safe. Customize the perfect system for your home, and then you install it yourself in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com for the swell deal we've got for you. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. Go to simplysafetom.com right now. You know, there's no place like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We're coming right back with a little show we call Sexy Time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. It's Bob and Tom's work farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Keep that smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Coming up, Allie Breen, Sexy Time. You can get your letters to her at alliebreen.com. That's ALLIBREEN. And she's also across all social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Allie Breen up next with Sexy Time. Stay tuned. More of the Bob and Tom Show on a Wednesday. Hump Day, everyone. Sexy Time next. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The death toll in the earthquake in western China has jumped to 74, with 26 people still missing. At the same time, frustration rising with uncompromising COVID-19 lockdown measures that prevented residents from leaving their buildings after Monday's 6.8 magnitude quake in Sichuan province caused extensive damage to homes in the Ganzhou Tibetan Autonomous Region and shook buildings in the provincial capital of Chengdu, whose 21 million citizens are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown. Authorities refused to allow anxious residents of apartment buildings out, adding to public anger over the strict zero COVID policy mandating lockdowns, quarantines, and other restrictions, while the rest of the world has largely reopened. British Prime Minister Liz Truss holding her first cabinet meeting. She's appointed a government diverse in race and gender, united in its support for the new leader's free market views. Truss will face her first Prime Minister's Questions session in the House of Commons later today. Truss was appointed Prime Minister Tuesday and immediately put her stamp on the government. For the first time, none of the UK's great offices of state, Prime Minister, Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, and Home Secretary, is held by a white man. Kwasi Kwarteng was named Britain's first black Treasury Chief. James Cleverly, whose mother is from Sierra Leone, Foreign Secretary. And Suella Braverman, who has Indian heritage, is the Home Secretary. And that's a look at things you may have missed. I'm Mark Allison. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. That was a tax joke for the accountants.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Even though he has stopped playing the music while having intimate relations, the user wrote he still thrusts to the tune in his head, which his girlfriend recognized and asked him to stop.
Thrust. I got my list here.
Oh, you do? What do you have? Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Chicks dig this one.
Oh, boy.
Now, this time of year, what I like to have in the bedroom, of course, is...
He did the monster mash. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yours truly, Artie Whiskey, frontier golfer with another true tale from the Old West. Really? As you know, I'm quite the avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway. Well, I kind of sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight. He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, no, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I was in the Marines for a while.
You were?
Wow. And it takes a while to adjust as a civilian world when you come out of boot camp because you're so fired up. When I came out that same week, my sister got married. She had me seat people at the wedding. I accepted the assignment, you know. People would come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down! I don't want to be your friend. Get your eyes off me. What is your major malfunction? 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. We're not comfortable. Outstanding. Was outstanding, as a matter of fact.
Comedian Greg Hahn is with us.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin laying at home. Evidently, he's injured on the job. He'll be back. The over-under is 7 days. You can take the under. There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick. Hope Pat's doing well.
Hope he got the HSA account.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Yes.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
And I look around the room, and ordinarily I look to my left on the big screen, and I see Pat Godwin, which is always fun, especially during the breaks when he's trying to find his glasses that are on his head, or he's shaking guitar trying to get the pick on. But now I look up there, and I see the lovely Allie Breen. Okay, wait, Allie, you're not in New York, are you?
Not in New York.
Where are you today?
Last day in Cape Cod.
Oh, all right.
Is there anything sadder than last day at the Cape? My
Yes, the season's over.
Now, are the beaches open there? Are the beaches open there? I understand because of the rising seal population.
There's
there are
a lot of sharks.
A lot of the beaches have beware of shark signs. And
Yeah, I saw Jaws. I know what that's all about.
see where a lady got eaten by a shark in the Bahamas yesterday? Really?
Oh, she's frozen.
Oh,
look at that.
Look how pretty she looks.
Very pretty.
She sure looks interested, though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I feel like you could say anything to it. She'd really be listening.
So anyway, Allie, what I was thinking was that I'm going to split the atom later. If you'd like to join us. I'm expanding on some Szilard research. And
Leo, the man.
What if it's not frozen, but the robot Allie has just malfunctioned in front of our eyes? Her face opens up, and it's just Gizmo.
Oh, my gosh.
Sexy time.
I got your sexy time.
Get that moron off there.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute, it's you up there now.
Oh, that's
okay. We're trying to get rehooked up with Allie Breen so we can get to our episode of Sexy Time. This is the show in which we try to help you with your love troubles because we speak from experience. There's a disaster or 3 or 4 in this room. We can
or 9
certainly tell you what's going on here.
I have never felt love.
Oh, androids can feel. Even Data got some on Star Trek.
Oh my, that is nerdy.
You know, just because a relationship ended doesn't mean it was a failure.
Thank you.
Yes.
There are a lot of relationships that needed to end, and they run
their course.
Exactly.
Josh, would you grab her, please, and throw her out into the
Okay, she's moving again.
Here she is.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Apparently, there's no Wi-Fi in Cape Cod either.
Okay.
Well, of course not.
We'll see if we can get through this.
Not this time.
Let's get right to our first letter before you disappear.
Sure. Dear Allie, me and my girlfriend both have public exhibition fetishes. We flash each other in public and have sex with the windows all open.
All right.
Lately, I've started going out with my zipper down, going commando, and just pretending I don't notice.
Okay.
I came home like that the other day, and she flipped out that I was doing this without her. I think she's being crazy. It's not like I'm cheating, right?
Oh, I see. Well, no, you need to let her know.
Yeah. If it's going to be a thing with you two, you got to have you two and both of you in on it.
I don't fault her.
Yeah, you want her to know because you're going to have to be walking around introducing yourself to all your neighbors as sex criminals.
Yeah, when she has to come get you out of jail.
Yeah, because you're walking in front of an elementary school.
But she thought this was your thing.
Did you say I don't fault her?
I don't fault her. No.
Oh, fault. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't think that's a little weird?
No. I'm saying I don't fault her for getting a little upset with
being
it. Going,
mad.
hey, I thought this was our thing here, and you were doing it on your own. So, yeah, you guys just need to establish your own ground rules.
It's just like if you are a couple and have three-ways, you can't go out and have one by yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, let's get away from the sexual realm. Isn't this like saying, hey, look, I thought you said you'd only rob banks with me?
It is, but
I think the original thing that they're doing,
but Tom, we're not going to cure
exposing yourself in public is a really bad idea.
It is, but we're not going to fix that. That's not, we can't even touch that
that's
issue.
their
They're
thing.
doing it. They're just going to do it.
Yeah.
They're going to find a way to do it.
Right.
Hope you like prison.
There are risks, but hey, that's the thrill for them.
Hey, short eyes, don't walk by the elementary school.
Yes, please be. Yes.
I'm sure they are smart enough.
Careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is like he's out fishing for someone else who likes that fetish. If he's doing it on his own.
He's got his pole out. I know that.
Do you think they post their address so people will walk by and look in their windows?
You remember that couple when we were, was it the Bahamas?
Yeah. Oh, they were right
They
on.
had the curtains open and the light on in the room at night, and they were going at it, man. We used to have the video.
There used to be
around
a
here somewhere.
There was a whole hotel in New York that was known for that. It was right along the High Line where people would walk, as tourists, and the whole hotel was all windows, and people would just go and do everything with the windows open. It was a known thing for a while.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll leave the light on for you so you can see us bang it out. Wow.
Willie, you think you
Motel 69.
Think you could have a three-way, Willie, at any point?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's a whole lot of women to deal with, and I feel like that's enough for me, man.
Did you ever do what the so-called devil's three-way?
I can't do that. I would just there'd be another penis. I'd be giggling the whole time. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I'd be stare at it the entire time.
I'd just be high-fiving and fist bumping. I think that
there's got to be another penis. What was that? This theme song too?
Got to be a morning after?
Yeah, that was
Poseidon Adventure.
Sorry. Allie, let's get to our next letter, please.
Dear Allie, I got married last month after being engaged for 4 years.
Congratulations.
My best friend was my maid of honor, and she gave a speech trying to be funny about how after being stuck together through COVID, we got too fat and weird to meet other people and had to tie the knot.
I think that's funny.
Yeah. If you really did get fat, then that's kind of sad.
I don't think that.
Not sad you got fat.
I just went to a wedding, and I'm going to say you're not a stand-up comedian. Button up in your speech.
Well, let's go ahead and hear the rest, but I think it's funny.
We would have gotten married years ago, but we weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that we were stuck together. She kind of ruined my day. I got mad at her, and she said I just have no sense of humor. How do I get back at her or get through to her that she was being a jerk? I'd mostly like to hear from Jess Alsman.
Ooh, so unfortunately, if you did gain weight, you got to get like that hot bod and just get revenge body on your best friend. So then you're better looking than her, and you're married.
Oh, you need to
win.
Wait, what? Her best friend could be married. You don't know.
She's probably unhappy. I don't know. I don't know. Getting back at your best friend, you might have to just get over it, but get ready to just hold on and fester as long as you can and wait for that moment where you can pounce on her and shame her in public and just say, what? It's a joke.
I love the scene in the airplane where they think the plane's going down, and the one woman says to the other, well, at least I have a husband.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
What a bitch.
Yeah, okay.
I say do your friend a favor and stop talking to her.
I got a sense of humor.
There's some advice.
Yeah.
Well, no, a bestie shouldn't call you fat. She could have just said you guys got too weird and introverted. So that was that's mean. On your wedding day to call someone fat.
These speeches are supposed to be funny.
How fat did you get during COVID? Let's look into that. How much weight did you actually gain?
There's a chance they didn't even get fat.
Right.
It's a joke.
More than 20? More than 30? What
If it's more than 30, you don't make that joke. If it's real, you can't make that joke.
Here comes the bride. She has to ride in a rascal because she's such a pig. Oh, sorry.
She's so wide.
I was just writing this on the fly.
Can't get the pig out.
It also depends on how the crowd reacts.
There already is a
Here
fat
comes
bride
the groom.
song.
There is?
Skinny as a broom. I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the bride, all fat and wide.
Here comes the groom. Skinny as a broom.
She'll never do oral, stuff like that.
She's in the wrong.
Time for another letter, Allie Breen. Once again, if you want to reach Allie, it's ALLIBREEN on your favorite social media platform with questions about the world of love and intimate relations, and we're here to answer your questions. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I have been happily married for many years. quite a few years ago, I met a beautiful, wonderful woman through an escort service.
Oh.
We hit it off and have seen each other regularly for many years. We became close friends, traveled, dined out, talked about everything and anything, and the sex is outstanding. I still give her a gift at the end of our dates. How do I know that she actually feels about me as I do, or whether it's still all about the gifts?
Is she seeing other clients at the same time? That's what we would need to know. If she is, you are a client. And sorry. If she's not,
favorite, right?
Well, she could have favorites, sure, but it may not still.
Right,
you know.
maybe top of the client list.
What's her life like when she's not with you? That's we need to know that. Write us back. Yeah, no, you won't. It's hard to say. You don't know. Because you could even ask her and she could tell you what she.
Yeah, I'm not even sure it's a fair question.
Yeah, I
don't think anyone's going to be totally honest in that situation.
Yeah.
She's a professional.
Could the gifts just get really bad? Just start getting her, go to the thrift store, get a T.Y. Hilton jersey, give that to her at the end of it, you know?
It's not a bad idea,
That'll pick
Willie.
her up.
Yeah. It's not really not a bad idea. Or just don't give her a gift one time. See how she reacts. See if she's quick.
But even married couples who are in love, if someone doesn't get the gift they want for, whatever reason, they get upset with each other. So she could still really love him and be upset about the gift not being great.
Yeah.
Yes,
Be grateful you got a gift, bitch. Come on.
Well, it's her job. It's her job.
Yeah, when all else fails, call her name. There you go.
Like Christy's rowdy.
By the way, gift could mean envelope of cash.
Well,
here.
that's true. Yeah.
And you have to say you're not. I didn't say you were a B. I said you're acting like a B.
There you go. That's right.
A lot of times these escorts accept you give them cash in a birthday card so that if a police officer is somehow there, you go, no, I'm clearly gifting her a birthday present. You know,
where'd the police officer
Oh, wow, that's a good idea.
I'm just saying, if you ever get caught with a
Just have a birthday card handy.
you give it to him in a birthday card. So,
We've learned that from Donnie Baker.
I
Don't you
don't
listen?
think that's real.
It is.
You have to be caught in the act of giving someone the money.
Can't be.
Wasn't there
a loophole?
Wasn't there a thing in Chicago where people were scalping tickets, but they were
giving you a hat,
putting them in? Yeah, you'd buy.
Yeah, no. Oh, I see what you're saying, Chick. I'm not saying that it would work. I'm saying that's what guys do.
Oh,
so yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you buy a hat for
Make it seem
$350, and there are a pair of tickets in the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you could say, hey, thanks for the glorious weekend of sex. Here's a Cubs hat. I hear you can get some good prices on tickets at Wrigley this late in the season.
Interesting.
Let's get to our next letter. Allie Breed is our guest. The show is Sexy Time.
Dear Allie, my wife of 17 years has just started freely farting in our relationship.
All right.
Good for her. No.
She's always been the more proper, classier of the two of us. And I've been the one historically free farting. But I laid the groundwork when we were dating way before
Where's
marriage.
Godwin when you need him?
Farting.
I feel like this is also leading to her giving up on her appearance. Isn't this kind of unfair after setting a fart-free precedence for 2 decades?
No, but
You could fart and she couldn't?
Yeah, see, he started.
You
Yeah.
jerk. I hope she poops on you. Just,
Okay, well, that's...
gosh. Now she's going to get kinky. How dare you tell her to hold in her farts? She's like, that's so uncomfortable.
I don't know here. I think this guy was sold a bill of goods, and he has every right to be upset.
You get a queef in the face. This is just,
Okay, well...
Oh, God. I think it should always be a fart-free zone.
yeah.
I don't think anyone should ever be able to fart
Yeah,
freely.
I
It's
don't think
horrible.
unless you absolutely have to, and it slips out or
accident,
something.
yeah.
You
Josh
should be
doesn't agree with us. Look at me.
No,
should
I'm
be as kind to your whoever is yard.
I want my relationships to be fart full. They are. Both of us can do it. Why be uncomfortable?
Although he just stares right at you in the break room. Let's go, man. 3 days out of 5.
You know what? You know what, Chick? That means he loves you.
Well, I could use a little less love.
All right. With love like that, start hating me.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. That's the worst sign of affection.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a sign that she's going to let herself go.
No.
Allie, in your relationship, do you guys do this in front of each other?
No.
He won't even do it?
No. Even if there's like something that slips out, we just completely ignore it. We're never.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
now,
with you.
have you ever done the cough cover? You never done that? Yeah, gotta do the cough cover.
Well,
You know what that sounds like?
What does that sound like? See? Perfect.
We have time for one more letter, Allie. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my husband travels for work and I stay home because we have 2 kids. Last weekend when he came back, I found 2 tickets from a museum in his pocket when I was emptying them to do his laundry. My heart stopped. Doesn't this sound pretty datey? And I don't know what to do about it. What do you suggest?
God, will you ask him who he went to the museum with? Will you?
You don't just flat out ask the direct question, Josh. You go, hey,
I agree.
did you? Hey, what'd you do while you were gone? And see if he mentions a museum. If he doesn't, be like,
It's a
I heard
problem.
they have a great museum there.
There's a chance that he used his credit card because it was an expense report, and he and a coworker went.
But
Yeah,
ask
Dan and
him
I went
what
to go
he did.
check out the exhibit.
Yeah, when's the last time you went to the museum with a guy?
It was,
Josh and I.
it was a good never years ago, but still.
We go to the museum all the time.
That's right.
Museum of Jerk and Twist. You remember?
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, it's a
So you
great-
think people only go to museums on dates?
Well, no, but I don't think if you're on a work thing,
I used to. I mean, honestly, I would go a lot.
but you'd go by yourself, right?
No. Whoever I was on the road with, we would go.
Yeah.
It happens now. It's Pat Gowner and I just went to the Spam Museum.
Okay, fair enough.
But if someone goes, hey, what'd you do while you were gone? You'd probably say, we went to the Spam Museum. So if you casually
That's
ask,
right. That's right. Instead of just coming out and ask
Hey, I found
them,
these tickets in your pocket. How was the museum?
Try and trick them and catch them in a lie. That's much more fun.
giving him the opportunity to tell
Then you can really bring the hammer down.
You know what? Just go, who'd you go with? And if he even stammers or stutters, he's lying, he's cheating.
Okay. Well,
Also,
thank
the
you very much.
Spam Museum is very different than like an art museum.
You're right.
Like, would you go to
That's
the art
true.
museum with Pat Godwin?
No, because there was
Because they
not-
have a fee.
Well, but Josh would have paid for the tickets.
That's what I'm
though.
saying. Thanks, Allie. If you want to get a hold of Allie, once again, it's ALLIBREEN. Allie Breen. Ask your questions for Sexy Time. By the way, Allie, am I getting this right? Next Friday and Saturday at the Island Resort and Casino in Harris, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll be way out there.
Up
It's
with the
actually
Yoopers.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it's a girls' show. I'll be with Jackie Fabulous and April Macy.
Oh, fun. Very fun.
that'll be
Yeah, it
great.
should be fun.
Behave yourselves, ladies.
Don't touch
We'll
each
do our
other.
best.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Right
Thanks,
now,
guys.
it's
What's
a
an
question
all-girl
time.
three-way?
The greatest ever.
What's your
A
question?
clam bake?
I'm just asking.
I think they call it a clam bake.
Do they really? We have
Sorry.
a
I do
quick
the
question.
clam. I do the clam.
Christy Lee, what is your sleep number setting, please?
45.
That is a soft mattress.
I like it. Yes.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting?
100. I like that firm mattress, Tom.
And yet, if you were together, you could both be happy because your sleep number bed on either side has a setting that you can adjust at the touch of a button. And right now, the famous Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart beds are on sale for a staggering 50% off. So, okay, Josh, what's your sleep number?
65. I'm glad you asked.
Okay, you're welcome. So create some bedtime bliss. Dim the lights, put away those smart devices, and just relax and make sure that your bed is the comfort level where you need it and where you want it. And the 360 smart bed is going to help you get exactly that. And once again, either side of the bed at the touch of a button is at the exact firmness that you need. Lots of other tricks and stuff coming your way from Sleep Number, like temperature-controlled devices, et cetera, et cetera. Get all the details and all this stuff at sleepnumber.com/BT show, because it's important to have what we call proven quality sleep. And every great day starts the night before when you're sleeping. Right now, once again, Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 50% off the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. This is a limited time offer. The smart beds are on sale. Find out more at sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up today in history and more, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
he ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a park.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, if you're in the Chicago area, don't forget Donnie Baker on stage tonight through Friday at Zanies in Chicago, Illinois. And then coming up this Saturday night, September 10th, the Palmer Arena in Danville, Illinois. It's Donnie Baker live on stage. DonnieBaker.com for more. And by the way, Donnie will be joining us with the Pork Pistols when we appear live in Louisville, Kentucky, September 16th. That's a Friday at 4th Street Live. The Bob and Tom Show is going to be there live. Tom, Christy, Chick, Josh, Ace, Pat Godwin, all live, Willie Griswold, and there will be Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols performing live. It's going to be a lot of fun, Louisville. We know you're going to show up. Again, that's Friday, September 16th, if you want to put that on your calendar. And we've also learned a lot, as we do each and every morning. We'll be back with a look at what we learned today and a quick look at history on this Wednesday, September 7th, with Professor Tom Griswold. That's all up next, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. A record-setting heat wave is making life miserable in the West. Temperatures neared an all-time high Tuesday in Sacramento, California, topping out at 116 degrees. Records fell for 3 consecutive days over the holiday weekend at Lake Tahoe. State officials have urged those to conserve electricity in the late afternoon and early evening. The extremely high temps expected to continue for several more days. An amusement park in Ohio is permanently closing the world's second tallest roller coaster. The decision announced Tuesday by Cedar Point comes a year after a small metal object fell off the 420-foot tall Top Thrill Dragster coaster and struck a woman in the head at the park. A state investigation found no evidence that the park acted illegally or had reason to believe the ride was unsafe. It has remained closed since the August 15th, 2021 accident. And for the first time since COVID-19 brought air travel to a standstill, the number of people streaming through U.S. airport security checkpoints over a holiday weekend exceeded pre-pandemic levels. The summer travel season ended on a busy note as more than 8.7 million people passed through security in the last 4 days, topping the Labor Day weekend of 2019. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Tom. Coming up Thursday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll hang out with comedian Al Jackson, and here's some music from Pat Godwin.
Don't leave it out of my Doritos and my pizza slice. For you freaks who want a plumpkin, try with a splash of pumpkin. Oh, get sleazy with that pumpkin spice.
That's Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
That's a good magician joke.
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
We
a
almost
good
got in a fist fight over that, didn't we,
yeah.
Chick?
Yeah, we
Hey,
sure did.
and then you play with your friends. They're always drunk too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase. I draw it. They're hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? What the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan. You idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
/contest.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick.
Do you know what date it is?
The 7th of September.
That's exactly correct. And time now for today.
In history.
Hey.
This is a good day in history. Got some funny stuff in history.
Had enough.
Interesting stuff. 1776, the world's first submarine attack.
Whoa.
Whoa. Where?
Imagine.
Can you imagine what people were thinking then? What the hell is that? I can't see anything.
Imagine being in that submarine.
I was a brave man.
Yeah. I mean, in 1776, in a submarine, every toilet is a bucket.
That's what you're worried about?
Of course it is.
Of
You know,
course,
did you ever see Das Boot?
My gosh.
Come on, Das Stench.
A lot of sweating in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sweat.
It was the American submersible craft Turtle attempts to attach a time bomb to the hull of British Admiral Richard Howe's flagship Eagle in New York Harbor. First use of a submarine that we know of in warfare. Let's see now. Uncle Sam received his nickname on this date in 1813.
Wow. It's either that or Steve or Simon or it's got to be something with an S, right?
Uncle Sam Stuck.
U.S. Yeah.
Right.
Here's an interesting one. In 1909, Eugene Lefevre became the first pilot to die in an airplane crash.
Eugene Lefevre.
Yeah. Family's probably seen the video. The rubber band breaks and as he's plummeting to earth. They didn't have the black box like they have now.
No.
No, he was just writing a very quick journal entry.
Dear fellows,
Got the SH out, and then
It wasn't my fault. It was her fault. And,
let's see. Serena Williams beat her older sister Venus to win her second U.S. Open title in this date in 2002.
And cried and cried and cried. You got to remember.
Borat, the original, appeared in this date in 2006.
How'd you say it?
Borat.
Yeah, it's
Borat.
Borat.
And we all went to see it as a group. Remember that? You could not stop laughing.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Man.
Happy birthday, Queen Elizabeth I.
she's dead.
Yeah. Oh, very. and poor dear. All those pictures of her where her hairline goes way back.
Hey, she chose to do it.
That was almost a 5 head, huh?
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Now I was
also. Do you know what happened? It started today. ESPN started today.
Oh, really?
It was at 79 or 81. I forget.
No.
Oh, right. Thanks for helping me out.
That's
I thought you
not
might
on
have
your
that.
list?
I might have that on the list.
I'm in 1533 right
Well,
now.
why don't
You just said Serena Williams, you turd.
That was a birthday, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. These are the birthdays. 1533.
Sorry about the turd thing.
Now the first queen. Now the first Dairy Queen opened on June 22nd, 1940, on Route 66 in Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah, but it's September 7th.
Yeah, but I figured the Queen Elizabeth was so boring. I Googled the first Dairy Queen. Now we're talking something
I
fun.
thought we were doing birthdays.
That's where you. What about ESPN? Google that.
God.
Wouldn't you rather go to Dairy Queen than watch it?
It's one thing to twist the news into whatever narrative you want to push, but to twist history.
Gosh.
You guys don't want to go to Dairy Queen with me?
1979, Chick,
Yeah, I'll go with
September
you. It's
7th.
okay with
There
me.
you go.
No, I'll go with you, Tom.
Happy birthday, Buddy Holly.
Isn't it Bob Newhart's birthday? Or was
Yeah.
What is this?
I think it is. No, Tom.
defense?
You know what this is? No. We're helping you because
Right,
you're
'cause
wandering around over there
No idea what's
and
going
telling us
on.
about Dairy Queen.
Gloria,
turd.
Gloria Gaynor.
Gloria Gaynor's not more important than Bob Newhart.
No.
She's still surviving. I think that's important to know.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Doesn't Gaynor sound like some kind of gay superhero?
No.
Or a homosexual robot. I am Gaynor.
When you look at the look on your son's face.
Gaynor redirected in spacecraft.
He's had it with all of us. He's so ready to
I think I'm just going to leave today. So
Gaynor headed straight for Uranus. Wow, Gaynor, you really hit the Uranus there. You didn't really even...
Uranus. Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. That's Napa.
Gaynor, robot love is robot love is robot love.
It's nothing wrong with is that. What happened on today's show?
I don't know. I don't have it.
I saw it. I think it's
right there by the copy machine.
Why is it over there?
They probably thought you might get up on occasion.
Yeah, that's funny.
Care to read what happened on today's show?
I lost $100 to Mike Mark, and I'm going to get that back, actually.
Now what'd you bet on?
Right after done. Josh is never too angry to not dance to polka.
That's right.
Always remember that. Oh, that's not Paul Cawthon.
No.
That's Paul Cawthon.
Oh, yeah.
But since you ruined the intro, I don't know if I can possibly.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
there he goes.
Pat Godwin came in and then left. Because if he hadn't come in and left, he would have missed out on being dramatic. So he had to come in.
For you, baby, hit a rip for you, baby.
Gonna the shot, get lit for you, baby.
Oh, it's so good.
I know not many of you will find this surprising, but Tom is very busy.
Yeah.
Very, very busy. I think all space launches are completely fake. That's exactly
And when
true.
we go to see a manned space launch, we are going to scream, fake, boo. You can't fool us.
Boo.
Yeah.
And remember, if you remember one thing from today's show,
what?
Use the term "I scratched Yoda's ears until he puked" for masturbating. Be back tomorrow.
Scratching, what is it? Scratching Yoda
behind the ears.
Don't even
scratching
try.
Yoda behind the ears.
Until he puked.
Quite a visual. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg.